Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. Lakers fans feel betrayed. Dodgers fans could feel betrayed. And apparently betrayal is going around because last week I did an hour-long interview, Doug, on my career. It's very nice to Barrett Sports Media to sort of do that. And I told them how much I love my co-host, how he's the perfect person to work with, how he's amazing. Some of the love that I felt they put in there, but there was even more. And today, DMAC returned that favor, Mark Walter style, by going on a company call, a company Zoom with lots of big shots, and saying, I have sources, quote, my co-host is, quote, annoying and gets under my skin, end quote. Thank you, Mark DMAC Walter.
Wow, I cannot believe you opened the show with that.
I can't believe you closed your heart
There's
to me.
this word we call context. Can we get some context? It was some social media panel where they were asking us how we do our social media as far as the reel we put, the reels and the content that we put out. What I said was, I work with Bill Reiter. He, in my opinion, is the best in the business. He is elite at what he does, and what he does is he gets under my skin in the best way possible, and I think that is when I'm at my best, when you poke at me, when you get under my skin, and when you annoy me. Look, I love you, man. I literally go back. I'm gonna pull this out. I think there's a way I can email the folks at Odyssey, and I can say, love Bill Reiter, best in the business, and one of the reasons why is because he's fearless. We have examples of that on the show and on the show. I said those things, and I meant it.
Hurts me. You know what we're going to do?
Taking people out of context and misrepresenting the Bill Reiter special. I can't believe
Stan
it.
Kasten would be perfectly primed for your garbage denials.
This is what I'm talking about right here.
Amazing.
Jeez.
Hey.
Wow.
You can break my heart. It's fine.
Best in the business. I stand by it.
I mean, thank you. I don't believe, according to my sources, those are the words that came out of your mouth. You can call us. Please don't call me the things that Doug did, but you can call us at 855-97-LA-FAN.
So unfair.
855-97-LA-FAN. You can also get on the stream on YouTube at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. We'll hit that Dodgers game, Freddie Freeman scare, Mookie Betts shutting up people like me, at least for the moment. Good to get right. You said this, right? Or maybe I said it. I don't know, I'll be annoying here and get under your skin. Maybe it was you. That the recipe sometimes for not playing good baseball is to play the Royals, and that certainly played out for the Dodgers, so we'll get into that. We've got preseason football. We'll break down what these games actually mean and to whom they matter most. You know, a certain Mendoza might be someone. Some interesting reporting from, I think, The Athletic on that young quarterback, that young Raiders sort of situation in Vegas. We'll get into our optimism levels for various quarterbacks. We'll preview a huge series, Brewers-Dodgers, and I will heal, DMAC. I will heal over the next 3 or 4 hours.
Hey, look at that. Look, can you imagine if the show was just all kumbaya and I just agreed with you on everything? It wouldn't be as fun, okay? Jeez.
I know, but you didn't say it to me. You said it to leaders. No.
So, no, okay, but here's the crazy thing. I know we got to go on, but they asked me, when do I think I am producing the, quote, best content as far as reels go and social media? I said,
talk to me.
When Bill Reiter is annoying the crap out of me.
That's fair.
And getting on my skin.
That's fair.
Okay?
In fairness, I do intentionally, constantly push your buttons because I think you are incredibly talented and it generates great content. And unlike some other people at other places or other spots or wherever, you don't have skin as thin as this piece of paper right here. So I'm down with it. But it did make me laugh. 855-97-LA-FAN. So we are, for you and I, in terms of the show, 24 hours after sort of getting to come on the radio and try to make sense. And we really did this as a sort of a city, as an area, Southern California. A lot of you called in, and a lot of you got in the chat over on YouTube, just trying to understand and make sense of that sale that broke yesterday morning. Mark Walter agreeing to sell the Lakers for a valuation of $12.5 billion. So we're going to give you kind of our updated view, right? It's been 24 hours. We were responding in real time. The, oh my God, is this real, bombs had still been dropping. But just to update you a little bit on where we are and the impact. We hit yesterday our concerns about the impact for the Dodgers. Mark Walter obviously owns the Lakers for now. He's selling the team. he also owns the Dodgers, and the expectation, the plan is he'll continue to own the Dodgers and run them in the exemplary way that he has. But we're worried about it. And we talked about the fact that we're worried about. And yesterday, Stan Kasten, who's the president of the Dodgers, this happened during the show, but there was a lot going on. We sort of read this to you. We have the sound now. We want you to listen. There's a few things. Stan Kasten yesterday was asked by a bunch of reporters if the Lakers' sale by the owner, Mark Walter, affects the Dodgers.
Whatever you know already, it's just that I talked to some of you earlier on background, and I told you I'd go on the record if you need it. And as I say, this is a Lakers story. It's not really a Dodgers story. It really has nothing to do with the Dodgers. They're completely separate, and so there are no changes here or contemplated here. I think that pretty much is the whole story, but you probably have questions that I won't be able to answer, so take your best shot.
We're going to take our best shot, Stan, and we're going to get to Stan in a second. Doug, there's some news. I know you know about this. That is, it's not definitive. It's not definitive. It wasn't yesterday. We know it's going to be a process to understand if and how the Walter investigation federally, accusations of tax fraud, affect the Dodgers or don't, how whatever did or didn't go on politically or conspiratorially, did or didn't affect, it happened, and if it did happen, did or didn't affect and will and won't affect the Dodgers. There's some news on that front. Again, it's piecemeal, but I think it's important. Joe Pompliano, longtime, well-known, well-regarded sports business reporter, tweeted, quote, "There was clearly some smoke to the Mark Walter investigation after previously claiming that just $1.4 billion of the assets at his life insurance company were loaned out to businesses he controlled. Walter has since revised that number to $21 billion. That's why he sold the Lakers and might have to sell other assets too." Joe Pompliano has a really good Substack. You can go over to his Substack, and he has an article that sort of dives into this. So the implication, DMAC, and we don't know, but is, okay, like there are some financial worries here, and if he has to raise more money, if he has to raise more assets, if he has to look for more cash, the Dodgers are an asset.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And that would be the doomsday scenario, considering how much success the Dodgers have had. This is a great organization. It has been for a long time because of the Guggenheim Group and Mark Walter. That would be the worst case scenario. But you mentioned that number right there, $21 billion. That's a lot of money. And hopefully it doesn't come down to that. I did talk to some people in and around the Dodgers last 24 hours, and kind of what I've heard is, hey, Mark Walter feels like he got blown away by an offer, wasn't the biggest basketball guy, and he doesn't want to sell the Dodgers. But that's, and I'm saying this, I'm saying that.
Come on, dude.
And so my point is, Bill, I'm not saying
basketball. I'm about to get under your skin and annoy you here.
Okay, what else to do? And
what are you?
I'm not saying that I believe that. I'm saying that's what I've heard from people in the know within the Dodgers.
Whose water is in that?
Yeah, but I don't agree with that. I think this to me,
because I was going to ask you whose water is in your Ohtani. Is it yours or is it Mark Walter's water? Whose water are you currently carrying?
Fair. And my response to that is I don't think this has anything to do with that. I think this has everything to do with the fact that Mark Walter is being investigated by the DOJ for using undisclosed loans from his insurance companies to do things, allegedly, like buy sports teams. And you're giving yourself a private bank, and you can use your own interest. So, yes, there's a lot of complications there, and the bill is due. And I think that's something that this is coming down to.
Okay. I hear you. By the way, also news from Sam Blum, who covers baseball for The Athletic, DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. He has reported about 36 minutes ago, Shohei Ohtani likely would not consider exercising the key man clause in his contract should Mark Walter look to sell his ownership in the Dodgers, a source with knowledge told The Athletic. That's good news. It's also pertinent that, and Sam Blum's legitimate, so this is such a concern that Shohei Ohtani or people around him have been willing to respond on background to that question. It's not, that is ridiculous, I'm not going to answer that. It's, no, I think we'd still be cool. And obviously you said this yesterday, it's Andrew Friedman he's the straw that stirs the drink now at the Dodgers in terms of being, if there are some more dominoes to fall for Walter.
100%. And that's the number one thing for the Dodgers is you keep the best in the business like Andrew Friedman, and he's running the show, and you feel good about it. But still, I think that we still need to see things blow over. We still need to see whatever the outcome of this is and this sale get finalized before I think we can say, okay, the Dodgers are completely out of the mix as far as how things are when it comes to selling the team. So I don't think that there's anything out there, but I still think it's worth discussing just because, hey, this is someone who did something that was very unexpected less than a year after buying the Lakers. So if there's something as shocking as that, who's to say that you couldn't do something as shocking as sell the Dodgers too? So we've already been shocked. My shock meter is off the charts because of the sale of the Lakers. I'm not saying that Mark Walter is going to sell the Dodgers, and I believe he ultimately won't, but I still think that we should be the ones that are talking about this as a possibility just because of everything that's at stake.
I completely agree, and I'm with you. I don't know, but if I am, if you sort of made me make a decision today on what I think is going to happen, I do not think he is selling the Los Angeles Dodgers. I just think it's a non-starter. I also thought selling the Lakers would be a non-starter, and so we're just trying to make sense of this, and it's obviously significant enough as a worry. Maybe that's different than a possibility, and everything here is nebulous as we try to figure out 24 hours, 36 hours later what to make of Mark Walter agreeing to sell the Lakers for $12.5 billion valuation. The fact is that there's really credible reporting that the financial realities, difficulties, concerns around the allegations in the federal investigation into tax fraud have ballooned from $1.4 billion to $21 billion. A lot of the reasoning yesterday is maybe he sold the Lakers because there's going to be some fines or some money that's owed. Again, it's all speculative, and these are all allegations. And the worry would be if you start to get to a point, if you're Mark Walter, where that investigation does go badly, where those allegations are founded, where there is money that you owe, and you need to get more than just the $2.5 billion profit that you made. And then you start to get into the Dodgers a little bit. So Stan Kasten had some more things to say. And I will say this. Big million here reference. This is sort of, to me, the lady does protest too much. And this isn't a reference to you, but your sources telling you that and trying to have you sort of pass on. And you need to. I love it. But, he wasn't a basketball guy. That is the biggest bunch of malarkey I've heard since you said that I mean to you on a corporate call.
I felt the same way. I felt the same way.
He didn't love he loved it for 10. He loved it 10 billion times over if you measure it in dollars. So the denials to me actually are a little more problematic. A little like I want to hear Stan Kasten be like, "Yeah, man, of course it's a concern. Like I totally get it. It's reasonable. Everybody's freaked out, but don't worry. That's not what's going on." To me, there's a defensiveness in your sources and other reporting that's out there, and in Stan Kasten continuing yesterday to talk to the media at Dodger Stadium. In this case, being asked if the investigation to Walter has anything. And this is where I'm just like, come on, man. If the investigation into Mark Walter had anything to do with yesterday's absolutely shocking sale.
That specifically, is it related to the investigation?
Oh, I have no reason to think that. No, that never came up, and Mark and I discussed it. So, no, we don't have any reason to think that. I certainly have no reason to think that.
I certainly have no reason to think that is not the same thing as it's true. And here's the thing. We don't know if Mark Walter just got a phone call, and the reporting from Bob Iger told the California Post, told Kobe Price yesterday, Josh Kushner and me, Bob Iger, got a tip. So that tip came from somewhere. That means Mark Walter had to have told someone he was open to selling. Right? It wasn't a cold call. Bob Iger got a tip that this was a possibility. Iger said he got a tip. It happened within 3 days. If Mark Walter sold out of just pure greed, that from a how we view Mark Walter perspective, I think that makes it worse. I'd rather that the investigation be the reason that he sold.
Me too. Yeah, I think that would add some clarity to it, right? And answer a lot of questions. And there's a reason why we're asking these questions, right? This is the fastest we've seen a franchise of this caliber flipped. And yes, you could point to $2.5 billion, but this is a guy that already owns a franchise that's worth a ton of money, that's worth multiple billions of dollars in the Dodgers. If he waits 2-3 years, that $12.5 billion could be 15, 16, 17, 18 billion. I mean, you saw what the Cowboys got valued at over 15 billion. Franchise values are going up, but that's why my thought is this as simple as you point out a few minutes ago, TWG, the Walter Group, they owe between 16 and 21 billion. It's looking like it's closer to 21 billion than 16 billion. So my question is this someone who wanted to sell the Lakers, or is this someone that had to sell the Lakers? There's a big difference between wanting to sell something and having to sell something. And I think that this is more of I had to sell the Lakers to get out of Dodge.
Totally agree. I tend to catastrophize during the day. You tend to catastrophize at night. What was your sort of panic level, between when the show got done yesterday and this morning?
I think there was a combination of I just hate the optics of it. I feel like something just does not smell right. I don't think this is as simple as a opportunistic billionaire trying to add to his portfolio. I think that, of course, allegations and just pure skepticism, and I'm someone who likes to look deep into things, that there's just more to it than that. And like I just said, I don't think that this was a decision that he made for profit. I think this was a decision that he made to save the assets and try to get back to a point where he's not forced to sell the Dodgers, right? I mean, I look at it as, look, man, if the IRS comes calling you and they want your money, and your biggest asset is your house, suddenly your dream home becomes liquidation, right? Imagine the IRS tells you, hey, you owe us $10 million, and you look around and what is the thing that you was worth the most? It's that $10 million house. So, yeah, it doesn't mean you didn't love your house. It means you had to sell your house, right? So I think that's the way I look at it. I mean, for myself, of course, I'm not a billionaire like Mark Walter, but back in the day when I was covering college football recruiting for 24/7 Sports, I had a side gig as an Uber driver, and I didn't know what a 1099 was.
That's right.
Right? And I had to pay a bunch of taxes I didn't know about. So I had to end up selling a pair of autographed Kobe Bryant sneakers just to pay the tax bill. So that'd be my version. That was a prized possession for me. Autographed Kobe sneakers. I sold it to pay the bill so I could just be free of all the drama. So that would be my example of. So sometimes, hey, having to sell something and wanting to sell something are two different things. And I think that is what this feels like it comes down to. I mean, feels like that there's something there with the money that is owed in just the DOJ investigation.
And to your exact point, I mean, there are 1 minute you're Blade, and the next minute you're Wesley Snipes in the news in bankruptcy court, right? I mean, these things, you said it. If the IRS comes calling, if you are in danger of some serious consequences because a federal investigation, which is ongoing, leads to problems, you'll do what you can to try to get out of that.
Exactly.
Now that you want to. All right, brass tacks here. Is your concern level for the Lakers, for the Dodgers, more or less than yesterday? Because mine is actually more. I feel the same way that I did yesterday. DMAC, it's DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. I feel the same way I did yesterday about sort of how to process Mark Walter selling this team. Only then I'm like, okay, it's breaking news. It's easy to kind of get carried away. Maybe this is what I think, but maybe I'm exaggerating. You know, like when you're at a bar or something, you watch like two dudes get in a fight and your adrenaline starts running. The adrenaline of breaking news, what was going. I'm calm today. There is no adrenaline. I've slept on it. I've called a bunch of buddies and friends and sources and talked to people in the business, and my level of alarm is the same, and that is with the ability to get some sleep and think it through. And I'm still very worried about the Lakers, and my worries with the Dodgers remain.
I'm definitely worried. I mean, we talk about the IRS. My dad used to tell me the IRS stands for I'm really scared, right? So, I mean, for me, I'm still really scared until we get all the information, until he can put this past him. And I think that we'll see if something comes of all the other elements of this story as far as the investigation goes and who ultimately ended up buying the Lakers and how that ties into it all. I think that for me, and we talked about this yesterday, Bill, is as long as I have Andrew Friedman plus the Dodgers, that tells me that Andrew Friedman, if he's still with the Dodgers, knows that he has all of the resources to win at the highest level, to win World Series and continue this dynasty, because you still got the golden goose. You still have the cash cow in Shohei Ohtani. So I do think that the doomsday scenario in this is if you had to move on from Mark Walter in any capacity, I still feel like the Dodgers would be in a good spot to have success because of Andrew Friedman. But no, I mean, we're talking about billionaires. We're talking about DOJ. We're talking about the FBI. So, yeah, this is not something I'm sweeping under the rug until it's completely past us.
Yeah, no, the worry level is significant. And the point you make about Andrew Friedman's a great one. I'm going to pat us on the back collectively. Because I think you're great. I don't think you're annoying. You don't get under my skin. You're like basically my best friend. You know what I'm saying? I'll shout to the rooftops. I don't need to be on a Zoom call with a bunch of big shots from the Odyssey. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Mr. Hey, I would never have picked. What would you say to the Barrett Media? I would have. D-Mac's the last guy in the world I would have picked to do a radio show with.
I believe
it was an arranged marriage.
I believe the thought in my heart was, hell no.
See,
but I was wrong. I was wrong.
See?
Thank you, Odyssey, for this arranged marriage.
Come on.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I came around the corner, saw her for the first time, and I'm like, she's so pretty. Thank God. Thank you,
and now
God.
we're soulmates.
And now we're soulmates. That's exactly right. Patting us on the back, patting these soulmates here that you call it DMAC and Reiter. We just call it soulmates here at the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. We said a while ago, I know I said, and I'm just going to let you sort of draft off this, you know what I'm saying? That Andrew Friedman is the most important sports figure in Los Angeles. More important than Ohtani, more important than Sean McVay, more anybody. And this is a reminder of that, because you're right. If we don't think we hope this isn't happening, if Walter were to sell the Dodgers, the Dodgers are utterly stabilized and okay if the next owner retains Friedman and supports Friedman. And by the way, that requires money. So there's some hoops there. I'm not sure there's another person. Ohtani leaves, the Friedman leaves, the whole culture can change. And so it is a reminder, as much as the Walter thing is shocking and worrying, it really, really is. For Dodgers fans, this does not help Lakers fans any longer. It had, 36 hours ago. As long as Andrew Friedman is here, you feel pretty good for the Dodgers, regardless of all the other drama sort of swirling around their owner.
You do, just because it's been a long time since they've developed this. They've built this culture. People think this happened overnight. No, it took more than a decade to put this back-to-back team together, to start this true dynasty. And as long as Andrew Friedman is at the helm, as you said, the most important executive in sports, I would venture to say that you could include him in a list of athletes as the most important people in sports. Like, I think he's right up there. He's the Shohei Ohtani of executives. That's what the great Bill Reiter, best in the business, said a few weeks ago. Right? So
that's not annoying. That's music to your ears.
That's annoying for other teams in the league. They're trying to beat him because they can't. So as long as you have that in place, and as long as you have Shohei Ohtani, and as long as you're generating $1 billion+. But here's the thing too, Bill, is look, we're on this great run. We're on this all-time run. The Dodgers are in the middle of a super dynasty. This is the golden age of Dodger baseball. But like we've seen with all the great dynasties, the Celtics, UCLA basketball, the Patriots, the Bulls, the three-peat Lakers, at some point these things do come to an end, right? At some point you do start to have some lean years. So at some point down the line, if something happens with Walter, it doesn't necessarily mean that he won't entertain the idea of cashing out. And we'll see what happens with the new CBA, right? If they do have a salary cap or a salary floor or whatever it may be, and if franchise value skyrocket and he decides, hey, maybe it's time to move on. But give me Andrew Friedman, and we will definitely probably still have a great team in LA.
To your point about all things come to an end, that's how time works, Yeah. Here on DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA sports. All right, we're not turning away from this. We'll keep you updated. If you have perspectives or thoughts about the Walter sale, we're not shying away from it. 855-97 LA Fan, or you can drop comments in the chat on YouTube at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. We can incorporate them throughout the show. We also do a mailbag at 5:30, so we can get them there. We do want to talk some baseball, though. Pretty good day for the Dodgers yesterday. Got the sweep. They have a huge series starting tonight. Good momentum. I'm not going to apologize to Mookie Betts, but I had some people text me that I should, and so we'll get into all the sort of machinations of the Dodgers playing some good baseball the last 3 games next here on DMAC and Reiter. Taj. Okay. I see you, Bursch. It's DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. You can also text injury help to 40222. We are a new station. We are obviously, as a part of that, a new show. So spread the word. Let your friends know that we're doing this thing. However you listen, the FM or on the stream on YouTube, save it or like it. And come on back. We love doing this show, and we appreciate you finding us and spending time with us.
Yeah, absolutely. By the way, I looked at the definition of annoying. Something you like. It says something you like, but that gets on your nerves. That's literally the definition, the one I'm looking at. Something you like or tolerate, but that gets on your nerves. That, to me, is, I don't think I could...
Talk to me.
I know we struggle with the whole idea of...
Kindness?
Of mercenary, right? Like, there was a lot of back and forth on that.
You should go on that show, dude.
I'm down.
I've been on. It's your turn.
Hey, man.
Talk some baseball. Break it down. Yeah, the mercenary thing. Sorry.
Yeah. No, but I mean, so my point is, annoying. For me to call you annoying, something you like or tolerate, but that gets on your nerves and gets under my skin. They basically asked me, like, when.
So it's a positive.
It's a positive.
That's great, because I find your Dodgers takes when you pander annoying.
See, I can dish it. I can't take it. That hit me hard. That penetrated my soul, and I'm trying to rebound from that.
I like how you Terry Scooble, let's talk about how worried we should be. Me, okay, you. I'm not worried at all. I'm not annoyed.
Oh, there you go. Fine.
Because it's love.
Fair enough.
That's it?
Yeah, well, but I think that, so, okay,
right.
we'll get to Derek Scooble. He starts this Sunday, by the way. I don't like what he did, but I still feel like he's going to help this team in a lot of different ways as a lead pitcher.
We don't have to revisit that.
Yeah, okay.
All right. We can.
Let's do it later.
Right on the new 97 on the Fan, the voice of LA sports. Dodgers beat the Royals last night 4-2. Look, got the sweep. Things look good. Mookie played really well. I'll just say this. I think I may have said Mookie was washed on Friday. In this 3-game series against Kansas City, he has gone 2 for 3 with a home run. He did have a throwing error yesterday. He's batting .545. He hit a couple home runs. He has an OPS of 1856. His on-base percentage is almost 600. By the way, it's not just that. A lot of the big hits that he's had, he has been turning on the ball. So that was one really nice thing about yesterday's game. We know there are some guys that we need to play better. Mookie Betts is one of them. And he certainly has. It's 3 games, but it's a nice little stretch.
It's 3 games, it is, and you absolutely point out that it's not just he's getting hits, it's not just singles. We saw that 4-hit game he had against the Chicago Cubs. You're seeing the slug. You're seeing back-to-back nights where he's leaving the yard. You're seeing him get doubles. That is why Mookie Betts is a future Hall of Famer, not because of singles, but it's because of doubles and home runs, because what made him a unique player is he was a great defensive player that could slug for a guy his size. I will say, though, let's see him do this, one, against better teams and for a longer stretch, because I felt like even myself, who's been Mr. Mookie Betts, I'm criticizing myself here.
I'm just listening.
Well, the reaction. So I have been the conductor of the Mookie Betts is not washed hype train for parts of this season, and he's let me down. He's let me down because I've said that, what do you mean? Why are you rolling your eyes at me? I said that I thought the bat was going to be back after the Yamamoto, when Yamamoto had the perfect game in Chicago and he had the error and cost him that, and he had that nice stretch with the bat. But since then, the numbers don't lie. He still has been a below-average bat for this season, and this has been career lows across the board, batting average, on-base slugging. So we need to see it for an entire season and for a longer stretch than just the Royals.
In my memory, I came around to the idea that Mookie Betts was washed because my Dodgers mentor told me so. That's you.
Yeah, and look, I still believe it's there. I still.
But you just saying you're on the train of not being washed.
No, I'm saying I have it on that train, but I want to see it longer than
I'm just annoying you on purpose.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, it's not nice. I'm literally just pushing. How much? I've asked you this question before. I mean, baseball season's a long season. How consistently do you need to see Mookie Betts at a high level to feel like he is back to a satisfactory place offensively? Because Kyle Tucker had a great stretch. He had 7 great games. It was the 1-6 stretch when the Dodgers just forgot how to play baseball when they acquired Tarek Skubal, and it included that Cubs series. Like, there were some tough games in there. And then they sat Tucker on Monday, and I got all mad at Dave Roberts and apologized Tuesday, but Tucker hasn't really hit well since then. So these things can come and go. What is the sample size you need to feel good about Mookie going into October?
I think for me, it's a combination of at least 3 weeks. I mean, you consider how long this slump has been. We're basically going on 2 seasons now where Mookie Betts has gone from the face of the franchise to being someone that looks like a below-average role player. And also, too, I think it's specifically how he's doing his damage. You look at the home run he hit yesterday, that's a 93-mile-per-hour fastball right down Broadway. That's something that he should be able to handle. That's a mistake that he should punish. Call me when Mookie's hitting bombs off triple-digit fastballs from Jacob Mizorowski, right? Call me when Mookie Betts is doing that. You ask me when I see his back.
Then I'll never speak to you.
Yeah.
that's not occurring.
That's the thing, too, Bill. I'm glad the Dodgers swept the Royals. I'm glad the offense has picked up. I'm glad Mookie Betts is showing some signs of life. But sweeping a team like the Royals, Mookie Betts having success against a team like the Royals, a last-place team, it's like bowling a 300 with the bumpers on, right? You feel really good, but it doesn't feel the same. We need to see this against better competition, but it's a step in the right direction. It definitely is encouraging. 100% is.
We also had a pretty serious Freddie Freeman scare. He for those of you who didn't see this, there was a sort of pop-up in foul territory. He didn't really see the dugout. The Royals folks that were in there pretended to help him, but kind of didn't, and he tumbled hard into that first base side Royals dugout. And, I mean, it looked like when he went down, I gasped out loud. I mean, he could have broken an arm. He could have been worse than that. He's banged up. It sounds like he's just kind of day-to-day. In fact, do we have the sound on? I know we did that. We're doing that later. We'll do it later in the show. Those are the moments where I'm like, it doesn't matter how well you prepare. It doesn't matter how sort of properly you manage Snell and Glass now and get everybody timed right. You can just get unlucky in a season. Not that Freddie Freeman going away is the whole season going away, but it felt close. If he hadn't gotten up, we're having a very different conversation today.
It was such a scary sight. My heart stopped. I thought the man died there for a second. I mean, honestly, he just disappeared off the face of the earth.
Me too, dude.
It was terrifying. And two, he had surgery on that ankle 2 years ago, and that's something that really hindered him towards the end of that 2024 season. And that home run that he hit, that walk-off grand slam in the World Series, that was his first extra base hit of that postseason. So he's already slugging less, and for him to deal with something that might impact him on the plate, it was scary to see. My question, though, Bill, is one, why don't we have a swing gate there? Why is there not some belt-high, waist-high swing gate that prevents play? I mean, I'm with you. Dodger Stadium, if you're watching this, can we put a gate there so Freddie Freeman isn't falling into the dugout? I mean, it is a bang-bang play, and we know the unwritten rules of baseball, which we've talked about on this show many a time. The unwritten rules are you don't help the opposing team. And Oral Hershiser, he talked about that, the unwritten rules, you don't help the opposing team. And there weren't a lot of Royals players by there, but
there
were a couple. And Freddie Freeman, he's he's the nicest guy there ever was. He's America's first baseman. It would have been nice to see the Royals, who are already an absolute dumpster fire, a last-place team. How about a little, hey, Freddie, watch out. Hey, Freddie,
they did the fake help. They did the fake help.
Yeah,
like,
they did.
You've already fallen. Allow me to assist you.
Yeah, they did, exactly. After he fell, they're like, let me come over and be at your services. And
you catch Humpty Dumpty before he hits the ground. That's how that works, DMAC and Reiter.
It was Freddie free falling.
Oh, no, that was, why are you sorry? That was amazing. Tom DMAC Petty.
There you go.
That was really, really good. All right. I got to go. We're sort of up on time. A quick question for you. I do this sometimes. Did I apologize to Dave Roberts too quickly? Because Kyle Tucker was on a tear. They sat him for his normal rest on Monday. I was pissed off. But then he got a pinch hit, and he had a really nice walk, and it was a significant part of Max Muncy coming up, and blah, blah, blah. Dude's 0 for 7 since then.
Yeah, I was thinking about you when I was looking at the box score because I was saying, hey, did we both kind of anoint him a little early, right? If you want to crown him, right? Did we crown him too early, King Tuck? It looks like we might have.
We did.
But you're right. I mean, look, Dave is trying to. I mean, I think the apology was still apt because they did sweep, and he's still trying to figure things out with Kyle Tucker, and you need to see him really grow into that productive bat that they need him to be for this team. But yeah, I think it may have been just a tinge too soon for the Kyle Tucker experiment, for sure.
It is never too soon to nominate DMAC and Reiter. You right there? DMAC and Reiter, heroes of the day. I was worried about you.
Yeah.
DMAC and Reiter, heroes of the day. Nominees coming up next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. If you want to call us, 855-97-LA Fan. And if you were on hold, we had a few of you call in. Call back. We got you. We're ready. We want to hear from you. I will flip you the bird, who is one of our regular folks in the chat on YouTube at The Fan LA, is on the line. Bird, what's up? You're on DMAC and Reiter.
What's up, fam? It's been a minute. So I was hanging out with a friend, and sorry for the noise. I'm driving right now, but I was hanging out with a friend, and we were talking about something. And he's like, "Bro, you are pandering right now." And I looked at him, and like you said something crazy, and I thought about all of the times that Bill has said that Doug has been pandering, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm keeping pretty good company. So I just wanted to throw that out there. I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys are actually having like an effect on my real life. I love you guys, man. Keep doing good work.
You too, brother. Thank you for the phone. By the way, I don't want to
I'm not pandering. Bill's slandering.
I don't want to rank people. That's the best call we ever had.
That's what you did right there. That is the definition of that. The best call of all time. You won't flip him the bird. You'll give him a hug.
Yeah. Like I want to give you.
See what you've done to my rep in the streets, Mr. Bill Reiter?
I met you. There's nothing I could do to you. You're just doing.
Jeez. Not pandering.
I mean, a little. Occasionally.
A little bit of people pleaser.
That is kind of true.
No way.
By the way, I need to be more of a people pleaser. We could just meet in the middle. You know?
Come on, man.
Stranger could ask me on the street if they look good in this shirt. I'd be like, you're ugly.
Wow.
You know?
Really honest.
If they were. But I'm sure they're beautiful inside. 855-97-LA Fan. All right, it's DMAC and Reiter Hero of the Day nominee time. This is where we nominate a hero of the day. Pretty self-explanatory. We'll put the Sammy and Bursch, the executive producer, will put 4 finalists up on the chat at the Fan LA, at the Fan LA on YouTube for you to vote on. We'll announce the winner at the end of the show. Can I go first? I have one. I have a good one.
Hit it.
Whoever gets Andy Paz to stop challenging. He's never allowed to challenge ever again. He's never allowed, it doesn't matter if it is right down the middle. You are never allowed, there's no scenario you're allowed to challenge. I don't even care if it's 2 strikes and you're down 3-2 and you're the last guy up. You know what? You're out. You're struck out. What is he doing?
He's been awful. He's 11 for 25 in challenges. Stat. 11 for 25. Here's the thing. He's not Shohei. He's not Mookie. He's not Muncy. He's not any of these veterans. He has no business not only challenging Bill, and I love that you brought that up, but when he is challenging early in games when you can lose the challenge.
Dude, yesterday's was okay. I'm not even okay. So whoever can get is that Dave's job? Whose job is that?
That's Dave's job for sure.
So.
Did you see they cut to Dave?
Yeah.
Dude looked furious.
Did you see when Paz went back into the dugout? Dave didn't even look at him. There was no nice try, or get him next time.
Does Andy Paz know that they're not unlimited? Like you don't have unlimited challenges. You have 2. Know. I'm with you, man.
Also, does Andy Paz know that he is checks notes Andy Paz?
Yeah, exactly.
That's also part of it.
It's the ABS, not
if
the APS.
If Shohei wants to be a bad challenger, which would never be the case, but if he did, okay, fine, okay, you're Shohei Ohtani. Bro.
Know your role, man. I'm for that.
Your role.
And that's the thing, too. That's the kind of bigger picture, too. We talked about that 2 spot in the lineup, and if he's not going to be there in the postseason, you got to condition these guys to know where they're going to be in the lineup and when to not challenge. So I love that one. I'm going to go a little bit somewhere else on this one. I'm going with LSU cornerback DJ Pickett. The reason I'm saying this, you know the story about Jaden Daniels? Jaden Daniels is trying to ban LSU from using his number 5 and send him a cease and desist saying you can't use his likeness.
Yeah.
They didn't even retire his number, bro. It's college. They do that all over the place, even at USC. I mean, you want to use that as a recruiting tool. If Jaden Daniels really cared about LSU where he won the Heisman Trophy, he would say, hey, use my number 5, and then you can help recruit with it. I'm not a big Jaden Daniels guy, man. Kind of weird with his mom. Feels like it's his girlfriend. I don't know. Just like a weird situation there. I don't know. It's just I'm not a big Jaden Daniels guy. It's because he was supposed to go to UCLA and didn't, so that's why I hate him.
You went there.
Yeah, I don't know why. I think this was just a weird story.
Yeah, no, I'm with you 100%. Just you went on the mom thing.
Oh, and it's just a little, I don't know. It's just the optics are strange.
I'm not mad at you.
Yeah. He's like giving his mom piggyback rides and all this stuff, and she doesn't allow him to date people. It's kind of weird.
No.
Yeah, it's just this weird thing where the mom doesn't She's always in his business. It's crazy.
Oh, I haven't followed this closely.
Oh, yeah, it's wild.
You're TMZ DMAC. That's awesome. That's amazing. I have one that's much less sensational. Edgy. Weird.
Okay.
I'm just going to nominate Mookie Betts. Had a great game, played well. But I will say, he has looked so shaky defensively. And he had a throwing error at first base yesterday. But that's not like he's been flirting with that. And just somebody, I'm not going to say who you, said he's best shortstop defensively in the world.
Yeah. Oh, you're right.
In history.
You're right to call me out. He did not look very shortstop-y with that throw there. You got to be better. You really do. I mean, he looked more like an outfield guy. He looked more like the outfield version of Mookie Betts, because that is something that when Mookie Betts really changed for him was when he gained the fluidity to his game and showed his ability to set his feet. If there's one thing about Mookie, you don't question the arm. It's just you see guys like Miguel Rojas and Francisco Lindor. It's the fluidity. But hey, Mookie has been a top 3 defensive shortstop in Major League Baseball. I think he has an outside chance of winning the Gold Glove. That's how good he's been. It was just a minor hiccup. Mookie's been elite defensively, and I expect that to continue this season. Okay, I'll go Oral Hershiser. He gets his star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Posted a 105 ERA in those 6 appearances in the 1988 postseason. A lot of Dodgers showed up. You had Bob Costas, Joe Davis, Miguel Rojas, Clayton Kershaw was there. And, hey, it's the Walk of Fame. For the Walk of Fame, you have to, I think, the person themselves reaches out to Hollywood because they want the star, and I think that they have to actually pay for their own star. It's like, I think Oral has to pay like $75,000 or something to get his own star on the Walk of Fame. But it's an honor. It's cool to see him there. I definitely am excited to go check it out on the Walk of Fame.
You have to spend your own money on
You do, yeah.
I would turn it down.
You would?
Yeah. Hey, we have a side alley back here. It's actually for annoying people, and we heard the DMAC interview. Would you like? No, I pass.
Come on, man.
I pass. Hurt my feelings. Just kidding. Do you know who really got? Andrew told me, but Lindsay was like, yeah, he went after you.
Oh, come on.
Hey,
We're going to get the sound on that.
We are?
Well, I mean, I'm going to effort it.
Dude, I hate the expression effort.
I've heard you say it like 3 times. That's why I started saying it.
I hate it.
Okay, I'll eliminate it from my vocabulary.
You can say, I'm not mad at you.
I'm going to effort to stop saying effort.
You're going to effort to not say effort?
Yes.
Okay.
No more efforting.
Is it working?
Yeah.
I'm gonna effort for one more hero of the day. I don't have one.
Eric Lauer.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a hell. What are they? Are they 9-1? Is that no 10-1?
10-1 now when he's been
one.
in a game. And I think the great thing about his start yesterday, goes 6 1/3 innings. He threw a season high for any Dodgers pitcher, 112 pitches, and then Landon Knack goes 2 2/3 innings. So the Dodgers did not have to use that bullpen. They keep those arms fresh for this big series that starts tonight against the Brewers. So Eric Lauer, I'll take the L on Lauer, by the way. I was basically saying that Cinderella
you called
had...
it, dude.
I did, but then remember we called him out because after the All-Star break, when he didn't want to get... After the trade deadline, when he was saying, I don't want to get traded, they don't trade him, then he started to look like the Blue Jays version of Lauer.
Yes.
And now he's back to being the guy that's helped this team. So, yeah, give him some love.
All right, I want to nominate whoever put together our corporate call today that showed your true feelings.
Oh, man. Wow.
Bro, I'm a dog with a bone, man.
I totally see that.
Beat it into the ground.
I totally see that.
Are you really going to come on the show from Barcelona on your vacation next week and call in?
1,000,000,000%.
That's a hero nomination. You can't actually win,
1,000,000,000%.
but you are so committed to the show. I love everything about it.
The thing is, I might go on the show and not really talk sports because I'm going to your city. Barcelona.
I'm in.
They might as well call it Bills Barcelona. Like, that's what that
They
city's
call it
about.
Barcelona.
Bill Salona for the win.
Let's go.
It is Bill Salona.
baby.
It is Bill
I'm
Salona.
wearing a Barca jersey today.
Yes,
Let's get it.
It's Bill Salona. So I can't wait to check it out and give you my early takeaways. So, yeah.
I hope you guys use I have an insane sort of Google document that I put together, which is only about a third of. I need to fill it out. I hope your family uses it.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely. Jean, my wife, who is Bill, has been nice enough since he is really the greatest human being in the history of the planet. He gave us all these ins and outs of places we need to go. So we've completely just reshaped our itinerary based on your help. So, yeah, I can't thank you enough, man.
Total subject change here. We have done some guesses. Lindsay, who runs social media and goes out and about town for us, it has all of our predictions and her prediction on when Aaron Donald's going to announce his return. When do you think we'll have really decisive insight into why Mark Walter sold the Lakers, if at all?
Man, it's such a good question just because anytime you got guys with that kind of coin, they have more control over the media maybe, so we'll see when that actually
I'll say in
transpires.
the next 6 months.
6 months? That long?
I think in the next, someone will get, Wall Street Journal, someone will get to the bottom of it.
And our friend Pablo Torre's on it, right? If anyone can get it, it's him.
That's
Yeah.
And you'll be the hero, Pablo. All right, go vote for the DMAC and Reiter Hero of the Day. You can do that on YouTube at the Fan LA, Mr. Mendoza, the number 1 overall pick, has some interesting things to say about Vegas next here on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. DMAC and Reiter presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. Dodgers lineup is out. Ohtani, Pages, Edman, Freeman, Teo, Rojas, Tucker, Kike, Ortvet. And we'll hit this with a little more specificity. I can't say that word. Specific stuff later in the show. Talking to our DMAC and Reiter. But it's nice to see that Mookie Betts on the 3-game tear that I talked about is out. That's awesome. So we're just like momentum kill every single Dodger who needs a little bit of help and love. That's all. Great.
And to your point, Bill,
Great job.
We were upset about this earlier in the week when Kyle Tucker was left out of the lineup after the series he had against the Diamondbacks. And even though he was able to draw those walks, he wasn't able to produce the same number of hits. Would you say 0 for 7, something like that, right?
I think that's right, yeah.
We haven't really seen the production that we saw. So Mookie Betts, I'm surprised. This is a shocker to me. Of course, you got the scheduled days off, and I guarantee that's what Dave Roberts is going to say. But as you point out, I mean, this is the Milwaukee Brewers. This is the team with the best record in the National League. The Dodgers are chasing the Brew Crew, and the Blue Crew could have used Mookie Betts, their hottest hitter over the last couple of days in the lineup. So major head scratcher to me, too.
I got to tell you, I take back my Dave Roberts apology, and I apologize to all of you that I apologized too soon. By the way, it's not just Dave Roberts. It's Andy
Apology
Freeman.
exception.
It's ridiculous.
They get cute. They like to stick to their process.
Can I read you Mookie's stats over the last 3 games?
Hit me.
He is 6 for 11. That's a 545 batting average. He's got a couple home runs. He's got an OPS of 1856. He's got an on-base percentage of almost 600. His slug is through the roof. He was 2 for 3 yesterday with that home run. And you know what the solution is? Let's sit him down. Anyway, we'll hit it later. I find it very frustrating. 855-97 LA fan. If you want to give us a call. We got a little preseason football tonight. Chargers are in action. Raiders in action. A bunch of games. In fact, I think, are the Raiders up at 5, right? So we're going to be on the air for that.
We are.
All right, so we'll do a little.
Can't come soon enough, baby.
Pregame. Even though Kirk Cousins is the starter, we have been told that Fernando Mendoza is going to get plenty of time and plenty of opportunity, and that coincides with Michael Silver in The Athletic going to Vegas, spending time with Mendoza, the number 1 draft pick for the Raiders, and getting some insight. Can I just tell you first, I'm a sucker for like human interest stories. Like every time Hard Knocks would happen when the show was still good, they would spend, a bunch of time with some crappy team, and I would be convinced they were going to win 14 games.
Yeah, they make you believe, right?
That's
yeah,
sappy
absolutely.
music?
Yeah. Dun-dun-dun-dun.
So try to stop me here from suddenly believing that Mendoza is going to be like the greatest, top 5 quarterback in the year.
You're going to sip the Kool-Aid after this one.
Here is Mendoza. This is according to Michael Silver, excellent longtime NFL writer, at The Athletic, on Mendoza's view of the Vegas Strip. Quote, "I've been there once or twice, but I haven't really experienced the Strip," Mendoza said. "It's like a boogeyman. A lot of people talk about the Strip like you don't want to go there. It's like when you're a kid, you're trick-or-treating, and there's the haunted house. You're trying not to go over there." End quote. Dude, he's such a cornball, but I kind of love him. You're afraid of the Strip? You're a grown man.
Especially this version of the Strip. It's not what it used to be,
That's
right?
true.
$1 drinks at Circus. Those days are over. This is the fancy, we're in our wellness era version of the Vegas Strip. So, yeah, but he does mention, though, that, that's the right thing to do is embrace that part of Las Vegas. And I like the fact that he's talking about those things because this is someone that you would just expect is holed up in his room looking at film and preparing. But I think that part of him having success as a Raider is embracing the silver and black, embracing the city of Las Vegas. Fans, they're going to eat that up.
That microphone got you there. Did you get so excited you turned it off?
Sorry, I was...
No, I like it. Okay, so here is Silver's read on things, and I think it's really interesting about Mendoza. He writes, "What Fernando Mendoza is really afraid of is making an unforced error by deviating from what got him here, an ultra-disciplined ethos that helped him rise from relative obscurity." And then there's a quote here from Mendoza on his philosophy that this is where I'm a sucker for this stuff, where all of a sudden I've gone from agnostic on Mendoza to I'm in. Like, oh my God, I'm buying all the stock. Quote, "The system that got me here, it's a grinder system," Mendoza said. "It's a system where I know I put a lot into it, and best case scenario, boom, it's letting me have success already. And let's say worst case scenario, it doesn't go my way, or it doesn't go the team's way. Then I can rest my head at night knowing that I did everything I possibly could. I best served my teammates. I prepared, and I didn't let them down. And that's in the context of he, unlike Kirk Cousins, who takes off Tuesdays and doesn't do football things during the season, Mendoza said, look, I don't have kids yet. I'm not married. I can just be obsessed with football, not worry about the strip, not worry about getting in trouble, and just throw myself into this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I know it's just words. I really like the words.
Words are good. The words are good. What he's saying is good. But that's always really kind of been the case, whether he be at Cal for the Bears, whether he be at Indiana winning a national championship for the Hoosiers. I think that he's already checked those boxes off. I think we can all accept that, yes, this guy feels like he is the Boy Scout that just gets all the honors, right? That he is the quarterback that we know is not going to be talking crap. He probably doesn't even really drop the F-bomb that much and things like that. Great dude. Feels like a high-character guy. That's never been my concern with Mendoza, though. My concern really has just been, can he be a top-level NFL quarterback based on what we've seen in his 2 stops in college at Cal and Indiana? I just don't think that he projects as that elite NFL quarterback, and I need to see it to believe it. I mean, couple stats I'll throw at you that I find really fascinating about Mendoza's college career. You know how many snaps he took under center at Cal and Indiana? 5. 5 total. 5 total snaps under center. He's someone that really didn't rely on throws within the numbers. I mean, he does what he does well, but I'm curious to see what it's going to look like at the NFL level.
All right, so I'm going to now compare him to Tom Brady.
Ooh.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
I told you at the start of the segment on DMAC and Reiter that I want people to be successful. And so when you put bells and whistles and music and hope and joy and context and this sort of Michael Silver story around them, I suddenly go from seeing someone who, to your point, does not have the requisite background and proof to succeed to, oh my God, this is Cinderella in football gear. Here's the deal. I know you know all this, but here's the background that Silver puts in the context of this story over at The Athletic, which is worth your time to read. Less than 3 years ago, I'm going to do this breathlessly. How he writes it, ready? Less than 3 years ago, Mendoza stood on the California Memorial Stadium sideline in Berkeley during Cal's 24-21 victory over Arizona State and doubted whether he belonged as a college quarterback. The Bears had given Mendoza his only Division I offer, and he was the lowest-ranked member of their 2022 recruiting class and lowest-ranked quarterback in the Pac-12. In his 5th game as Cal's 3rd-string quarterback against a Sun Devils team that would finish 3-9, Mendoza questioned everything. Quote, I was like, man, I don't think I can play at this level, Mendoza recalled. I'm looking from the sideline. I'm like, man, there's nothing open or available. These people are too fast. And then he suddenly started next week, transferred eventually to Indiana, and the rest is history. And I was reading this like, oh my God, he's Tom Brady. He was doubted, and then he did it, and he's still doubted, and he's going to make the magic happen.
So you're in.
Well,
you're all the way. But
for today.
I
for
do.
The moment.
I love that comparison in the sense that, yeah, they're both quarterbacks. The similarity there is that they were overlooked for long stretches of their careers. Tom Brady a little different because he was Michigan related, and of course he was playing behind Drew Henson there, ended up being the 199th pick, and then you got a Fernando Mendoza there. What's going on here?
I just like the take.
Okay, well, yeah, it's. I think it's. Look, I mean, so you saying Mendoza can be the next Tom Brady?
I know. I'm just saying there's similarities. There's a journey.
Wow.
Yeah, no,
you see it?
I want to be successful. I like the kid from a distance reading some of this stuff.
For me, when it comes to Mendoza, we've seen a lot of the guys are TBD, but there's the Matthew Staffords, the Joe Burrows. There's a lot of number 1 picks that turn out to be great. There's some that don't turn out to be
Many
great.
don't. Yeah.
But I think for Mendoza, there's a lot of blind faith and confidence in what he was as a college quarterback that I still need to see at the NFL level. Like I said, when he was at Indiana, it was a heavy RPO, a run-heavy system where he went to his first or second reads, really rarely went to his third or fourth reads at the college level. He's going to have to do that when he's in the NFL. Also, when he faced pressure at the college level, 18.9% of the time when he was pressured, he was sacked. That was ranked
that's a great stat.
103rd out of 162 qualified quarterbacks. So I need to see him have success under pressure. I need to see him make throws in between the numbers. I need to see him not just rely on back shoulder fade throws because he does not have a elite arm. He does not have a great arm. He has an average to good arm.
Arm talent?
I'm talking arm talent here.
Okay.
So I am not a big Fernando Mendoza guy.
You
I
hate
just
him.
have to. I don't hate the guy. I love the guy. I think he's going to make a great analyst on the Big Ten Network someday.
year.
And going to be a great analyst on Fox one day. But I don't think that he's going to. At least he has the chance to be.
No, you're bringing facts to your fight.
I need to see it happen, though. A lot of people think we're just going to fast track this thing. Another thing, too, he's on the Raiders, right? He's on the Raiders, a franchise that has not won a playoff game in 23 years. In 23 years, the Raiders...
What does that have to do with tomorrow?
It has to do with the fact that they just haven't had a lot of success.
Okay.
And yet Derek Carr, who really had a pretty nice little run there. But there's a lot of things I just don't love about Fernando Mendoza. I have to just plant my flag there. Not the biggest Mendoza guy.
The stat, what was it, basically 20% of the time?
When he gets pressure, he gets sacked.
That's a great stat.
Because he gets happy feet. And he kind of keeps the head down, kind of pulls it, doesn't find the open receiver, doesn't kind of make those reads. So the point is that they really made life easy for him, Kurt Cignetti in Indiana, where it's, hey, go to your first and second read. You have a dominant offensive line. You're going to be able to have success. But we'll see. Can he do it in a pro-style offense? Can he do it at this level? Remains to be seen.
You think no? That's fine. I'm not.
If I have to plant my flag
like
somewhere, yes or no, I will say no.
It's not. Look, it's not a.
Prove me wrong.
It's not absolutism, but our job is to, as best we can, try to prognosticate how it's going to go for all of these guys and quarterbacks in particular. And I love where you're at.
Yeah,
I love it. All right. So what? So Kirk Cousins is going to start tonight, but we know that Mendoza is going to get a bunch of reps. We're going to see Herbert tonight, probably very, very little bit, but like a little bit. Obviously, Matthew Stafford is the reigning MVP. And maybe it's more of a Raiders conversation, but let's take it wherever you want. Optimism level at the quarterback situation for us here on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, here on DMAC and Reiter. For our purposes, we're very, very local. We, if you listen, you know, we are talking Lakers, we are talking Dodgers, we are talking USC, we're talking UCLA, we're talking Rams, we're talking Chargers. We consider the Raiders an LA team, right, with the history and the proximity. So Raiders are local. Including that team, where obviously I think we can just put Stafford aside, right? Health allowing, we're as comfortable with him as any quarterback at any organization, any place in football.
Yeah, I would say that.
Where are we at? Do you want to go Raiders or do you want to go Chargers next?
Let's hit Chargers.
Okay.
Yeah. It's the Bolts.
You and I disagree on our level of surety on Justin Herbert. And this is, I just unfairly tried to pretend that your very astute analysis of Fernando Mendoza, and it was great, is you saying definitively it's this. I know that's not what you're doing. You're just making a really good case. And if he's successful, you'll celebrate that. I feel the same way about Justin Herbert with obviously a lot more sample size of his talent. I believe in his talent. I know he's amazing. It's a bad comparison, but remember when we all a million years ago thought Tim Tebow might be a good quarterback and he went to New England and we're like, okay, this is it. Either you can succeed with this team or you can't because of the culture. That's where I'm at with Justin Herbert, but obviously he is markedly more talented, markedly more capable. I know he's a top 5 talent in the National Football League. I know he's probably a top 10 quarterback by most accounts today. You got to win some playoff games, and you got to play in big moments. If it can't work with Harbaugh at this stretch of Harbaugh's head coaching stint here in L.A., and it can't work with Mike McDaniel, who I'm a believer, and I think you are too, DMAC, as the offensive coordinator, I just don't think it's going to work. They brought in Njoku. They've got a sort of tight end target now that can work. I don't have a lot of confidence in Herbert, but I'm hoping this is the year that I'm wrong, that I'm proved wrong.
I think that there are signs where it could be turning around. And for me, you mentioned Matthew Stafford. I think that he is Matthew Stafford on the Detroit Lions. Like, I think he has that level of talent.
I love that.
Arm strength, just the ability. And true, the stats point to the fact that, last year, we were talking about an absolute abomination. They had a single-ply toilet paper level offensive line. They just basically 5 cones in football helmets. Basically, Madison Beer's security detail probably would have done a better job than the Chargers offensive line because it was bad. You had injuries, key injuries. Joe Alt missed time. Rashawn Slater was out. They're going to be back. And you just look at the numbers, too. Last season, Bill, when he had a clean pocket, he had a 91 PFF grade from a clean pocket. That was 6th in the NFL.
You don't like PFF.
I love PFF when it fits my narrative.
Yeah, that's fair. I stand corrected.
But there's a lot of things about PFF and just raw data, too. 288 pressure dropbacks in 2025. That was the most in the NFL. He was sacked 54 times. That was 3rd in the NFL. He was under more pressure than any quarterback in the National Football League. So the talent's certainly there. The offensive coordinator's there. Jim Harbaugh hopefully is there. Jim Harbaugh thinks he's the greatest quarterback in the history of the universe.
The division, and I'm not, look, I am sleeping on the Broncos, and I could be proven wrong. I'm just not as big a believer in Sean Payton and Bo Nix as other people are. I don't believe. But that division with the uncertainty of the Chiefs is very much for the taking if you're as talented as the Chargers are.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
totally
a
agree with
good
that.
year for the Chargers, too. Not just for Herbert.
Certainly. And I think, too, I mean, you just look at the addition to David Njoku, right? A go-to pass-catching tight end. Ladd McConkey should be their best receiver, but he's probably the 14th or 15th best receiver. It's not like he's a Puka Nacua for Matthew Stafford. It's not like they have a Brock Bowers that Fernando Mendoza ultimately will have. So offensive weapon-wise, they don't have those elite playmakers. We talked about on the NFL Report a couple days ago how they're going to mix it up with the running backs. They have Omarion Hampton, who's a very talented running back. But this really needs to be the year where Justin Herbert makes guys like me look good for believing in him. And if he can't do it this year with a better offensive line, a healthy offensive line, then we're going to start to have those questions. But he can make all of the throws. He can read defenses, process defenses. The issue, too, is you just look at some of the numbers when he would break the pocket and he would try to get yards on the ground. That's when the turnovers would really creep up. So for Justin Herbert, those 13 interceptions he had last season, a lot of those had to do with just where he was at and getting pressured so much.
DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. And then lastly, I am the most interested in, of all the preseason games tonight, in the Raiders game, because I'm the most uncertain. I have zero confidence in Kirk Cousins. I think he's washed. I think he's a super nice guy. I don't think he plays at even a remotely high level anymore. I think what happened in Atlanta is a consequence of the fact the game has passed him by physically. Post-injury, I feel bad for the guy. I don't think he's very good. Again, you have given us a lot of data on Mendoza and why I shouldn't be, but I'll counter with he doesn't go to the Strip and he's a super sweet kid. So that's I'm a sucker for these narratives.
I love how much you love Fernando Mendoza.
I really do.
What
a 180.
If Mendoza turns out to be the next Tom Brady or turns out to be a top 5 quarterback, I will stand corrected. I will eat crow. I absolutely will. I just look at the physical traits and the tools, and I need just to see him be able to overcome it. Now, to his credit, and a part of that piece you mentioned, he has overcome a lot. And if there's one guy that can do it, Fernando Mendoza. I love the fact, too, it's never going to be a character or a prep thing. He is all in on the Raiders. It's not like you have to worry about this dude at the strip club at like 4 a.m. in the morning, right, where
Johnny Manziel?
Guys like us are like,
let's go!
Yeah, exactly, right. Not going to be a Johnny Manziel. So I think that part of it you get to feel really good about as well.
The Tom Brady comp at C-Mac and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. The Tom Brady comp is stupid. The proper comp, and not even from a football sense, but from sometimes we overthink arm talent, various things so much that we miss the actual signs of what players are. It might be Baker Mayfield. Baker Mayfield, also not highly touted or recruited. Obviously was not the plan, wasn't even at Oklahoma to begin. Absolute, almost national champion, Heisman Trophy winner, total baller, small, right? I mean, what is Baker's arm talent like?
I mean, he's one of the best deep ball throwers in the league still.
Little guy.
Smaller guy.
Yeah.
But I think I want to say 6'6" right?
Is he that tall?
He's like weirdly. That's at least what I think he's listed at.
I've met him.
Yeah, probably is a lie.
And I'm not tall, so I didn't think he was super tall. But
Maybe lying.
He's a winner.
Yeah.
And so I'll be really interested if Mendoza is a winner.
That's the thing too. It's tough to quantify that.
Because the guy that's starting ahead of him is not a winner.
Exactly.
He's not. Kirk Cousins, I don't even know what his record is in the playoffs. Was it 1-3 still? I mean, he's not.
Yeah, I mean, look, Kirk Cousins is there.
Doug McCain,
bingo!
Let's go!
What?
All right,
Coming up on
I knew something was up.
We have been secretly playing Doug McCain bingo today. I have a bingo card. Sammy, why is Andrew shaking his head? I did everything I could not to steer in that direction. Doug McCain.
The Raiders!
That was one of them, but you know what? I got to write the time down. We're going to make a super cut.
I thought that you were looking at me to say the Raiders. What happened?
All right, so I got a free space, so that helped because it was a middle one. I got Kirk Cousins just a minute ago. I got the word love at 2:06:15. I got you said hey 3 times in the last hour, and then you said Raiders. By the way, this is AI generated, so I got very lucky. Sammy and Bursch, too bad.
Wow.
Andrew, stop being a hater.
Come on, Andrew.
Bingo!
Doug McCain bingo.
You won. Wow.
Yeah. I got
Fernando Mendoza's not going to win anything. No,
I had a hard one. I had you slap yourself in the face. Don't.
John L. Smith, they're fans in the face. Come on.
Yeah. Bursch, how close did you and Sammy get?
I was 2
been building
away
this for
in
2
a
weeks.
couple spots. I had.
What'd you need?
I needed him to do his the Raiders.
The Raiders.
I thought you did it earlier.
Very close.
No, we didn't get to that.
You were looking at me. I thought like I'd farted or something. You were looking at me like smiling and giggling. I was like, "What did you?"
I was so excited.
Come on. Jeez. Can't wait for Bill Reiter bingo. By the way.
Also, raise the floor was one. Once you said your wife's name, Jean.
Okay.
What else did you need, Bursch?
I needed a Monstars reference.
Yeah, that's a hard one.
You kept saying that's the thing. I have here's the thing on my board.
I think we might have accepted that.
That's okay. Okay, but that still wouldn't have given me one.
I'm going to eliminate all those things.
No, don't. We love
Moving
them.
forward, I'm going to be
Lovable.
I'm reprogramming
I have
myself.
76
I'm
phrases.
reprogramming this droid tonight. I'm going to be a completely new person.
Let me ask you a question, Bursch. Let me go to. I didn't circle it, but I had a scout told me, and I was talking to a scout in quotes.
That's a good one. That's a good one.
But it wasn't a scout today. It was a Dodgers official, so it doesn't count, right?
Right. I also do have both of those on my board. So yeah, I did not mark either of those.
Unicorn didn't. Make no mistake about it. I will say this. Come on, man. I thought I'd get a come on.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
How about Bill Reiter's the greatest? That's usually pandering, sucking up to Bill Reiter.
I think pandering's not. Sammy had Bill and Bill Reiter, so
Yes.
she got 2 early out of the gate.
Oh, wow. I feel attacked. I
You
feel
don't feel
seen.
loved?
I feel loved too. It's a combination, but I'm telling you, all of those are completely going to be eliminated from my vocabulary, from my stuff. Let me see this.
Why is our program director shaking his head? I'm supposed
What
to
is
not
this?
bring up the Raiders.
What is this?
It was
I
in
will
the
say
plan.
this.
We took these randomly.
Raise their floor. Come on, man.
Yeah.
Louis Vuitton?
Yeah.
was on mine as well. I've been waiting for 10 minutes for you to say Kirk Cousins. I was actually sweating. It was
Kirk
thrilling.
Cousins, the unicorn.
I thought I did a great job of being like, what do you want to talk about?
Make no mistake about it. Yeah, that's a good one.
On this thing over here,
Get his
look,
bag.
I've been doing this for 2 weeks. Look up, Doug.
He's a
72. I have 75 expressions.
He's a big reason. I feel like I'm like a
speak fluent
Woody
Dave
doll
Roberts.
from Toy Story, right?
Dude, when you said
There's
slug,
a snake in my boot.
I was so happy when you said slug.
Gene, really?
It's your wife.
Come on, man. Never mentioning Gene ever again on the show. Ever. That's it.
She's going to have to change her name.
She's been banned, blocked.
She'll have to change her name.
I'm throwing my Space Jam Blu-ray in the trash when I get home.
I have this. I almost won 2 ways. All right, so we can make a super cut of this for tomorrow. I'll give you the timestamps of the victorious. It's all love.
Man. I need the subtraction of all of human joy. Okay, I'm gonna make the Bill Reiter one myself tonight.
Okay. You gotta wait, so I'm surprised.
Tonight. You could add that one. Tonight.
It's bingo.
It's a wallet.
Where'd you go? All right, 855-97 LA fan. There is some pretty good reporting excellent reporting from Dave McMenamin on sort of what went down with this Lakers situation. We are going to go through it with Doug McCain and the winner of Doug McCain Bingo. That's me. Next on DMAC and Reiter. Welcome back into a bingo show, also a sports talk radio show. It's DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. It feels good to have been the winner of the first ever Doug McCain bingo.
That was well done. I'm flattered. I will retire every single one of those phrases for sure. Make no mistake about... Wait, oh man, I already broke my own rule. Hey, make no mistake about it. The Monstars. You know what's a good one you can put on there? When I say Mr. Bill Reiter.
Ooh.
Yeah. Mr. Bill Reiter.
Did you say... I didn't have that one down.
I don't always break that one out.
It's occasional.
Yeah. It's occasional, yeah.
So this is my advice to you when you do Bill Reiter.
I cannot
bingo. It's hard to calibrate because I thought I made it too hard. I thought we might take several shows. I'm like, oh, you guys are going. You and Bursch are on vacation next week, so then it has to carry over a month from now because Bursch is gone for a few weeks, and you are, and I am too. No, we got through it in basically an hour. We got 4 segments. It was bingo time.
Yeah, well, it was great. It was well done. The Empire will strike back, though.
I'm excited.
The Empire will strike back.
It's all love. Okay, I don't know what we're doing from. Dave McMenamin. So there is. Do you want to go through this reporting, or do you want to talk more bingo?
Let's hit it, baby.
You did say that, and it's true that you go in the break. Bill, you're so competitive. You wanted to win. You're right.
I thought I was the most competitive person. Bill is the most competitive person that I've ever seen. Like you are, we were played the makeshift basketball shooting game in a trash can
through a
and it was like Game 7 of the NBA Finals, dude.
Yeah. Who won that?
You did.
That's
you
great.
did. You did. You really did. It was good.
That's a fair. We're gonna play some tennis, and that'll be fun.
Yeah, that one's gonna be the big wild card.
That's gonna pop, dude.
I feel like either I'm gonna crush you, you're gonna crush me. It's gonna be.
I believe in you.
What's the injury report on you? Right? Are you?
I've hit 3 times in the last 5 days.
So you're ramping up.
I'm trying to ramp up.
You're ramping up. Okay.
When you get back from Barcelona, I'm hoping to be ready to play.
Let's go.
All right. You got to play on red clay while you're there.
Red clay. Yeah, I will.
Obviously, there's a lot of different ways to kind of chop up this and try to get into the sale of the Los Angeles Lakers. The shocking news that broke yesterday. Mark Walter, owner of the Dodgers, is now selling the Lakers after buying them 10 months ago, closed 9 months ago. Dave McMenamin does a great job covering the Lakers and the NBA for ESPN. Had a story out, and here's some of the things, Doug, that are in it. Here are quotes from various sources that are in the thing. Quote, the questions I'd ask all center around the bus Pelinka roles moving forward, an executive said to ESPN. I am curious to see how it goes the next 6 months. An agent said to ESPN. You assume Rob has 6 months to see how the season goes, end quote. So it's just, we'll pick this up in a second. But you and I yesterday were trying to figure out what to sort of make of Rob Pelinka, and I thought that it would be better for him because he could manage this group. The sourcing says that was wrong. That was the wrong sort of first day reaction. If Pelinka's on the hot seat, I don't as an accidental outcome, as an unintended consequence, I don't hate that.
Yeah, exactly, right. And there's still going to be a lot of pressure on him to deliver. It feels like his offseason work has not been completed as of yet. You still see some rumors about Jonathan Kuminga. There could be some in-season trades. We'll see if the Austin Reeves contract, if that pays dividends, whether he emerges as an all-star or they use him as a trade piece. But, yeah, as far as what McMenamin says there for Rob Pelinka, it feels like there's going to be a big focus on the next 6 months to a year.
You and I both have very strongly held opinions on the things that we talk about on this show, and they're based on our time covering a multitude of sports, having expertise in sports. On top of that, you on the Dodgers, me on the NBA. Are you just shaking your head over the?
No, just like I thought. Scout. I was talking to Scout this weekend for an hour. A Scout told me
I do that stuff all the time too. That's good. Trust me, when NBA season comes along, you're gonna have to put on Bill Reiter bingo. I was talking to a former GM
I love
an NBA executive.
Oh, I'm gonna write that one down.
No, it's a real thing. We're not just, despite the accusations of other people out in the sort of sports media universe who don't have the courage of their own convictions and therefore describe people like us as hot take artists, we're actually doing the best we can to figure out what we think's going on and say it out loud, say the true thing out loud. That can make it sometimes hard to separate your view from sort of what actually is going on if it turns out you're wrong. I don't believe in Rob Pelinka. I don't think he's very good. I'm trying to get my mind around knowing my bias here. What is fair for Rob Pelinka in this situation? Because what I want for Rob Pelinka is what's unfair. For them to come in and be like, you're gone, goodbye, you're fired, and bring in a real basketball ops person. But Pelinka, as far as we know, maybe put together this team, this Walker Kessler, Austin Reeves, Mamu, this sort of newly constructed post-LeBron, Luka Doncic-centric team. I don't believe in the guy, but I do probably believe he deserves a season to see it through.
Definitely a season to see it through. I think that when they have those initial meetings, if I'm Rob Pelinka, the first thing I'm saying is, hey, we have a superstar because of me. That Luka Doncic is wearing the purple and gold because of my relationship with Nico Harrison and his history with Kobe and Nike. Yes, it doesn't mean that Rob Pelinka is a good and competent general manager. He's had some really good moves. He's had some really bad moves. But I would tend to agree with that at the very minimum, you are getting a season to see how this roster that you put together, how they rank, how they play together, how deep they get into the playoffs. But we all know that when you get new ownership, those guys, they are those guys. They're billionaires. They're successful for a reason because they kind of have an eye on their level of talent. If they already in mind have someone, because they were looking at that Vegas franchise, right?
Yeah, that was kind of how they were close on that.
So if they were close on that, that tells you they were also close on seeing who's going to run that, because that was going to be an unnamed franchise, right?
That's a great point, dude.
Yeah, so maybe that guy is there that they thought was going to be used for Vegas, and he's the guy that replaced Rob Pelinka one day.
I was listening to James Coe. So the James Coe show is on after us every weeknight, 6 to 10 p.m. I think James is really, really good. And I was listening to James on the drive home last night. Actually, I went to Culver City to hang out with a buddy, but so I listened to him on the way to Culver City on the way home, and he made a point that I thought was really smart, and it was different than something we brought up. And it's now sort of adjacent of what you're saying. James pointed out here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, that owners tend not to come in and want the plan of the previous regime. They're not usually like, yeah, whatever you did before, that's what we want to do. And the plan that the previous regime put together is so specific, right? The Walker Kessler, Austin Reeves, Mamu, this team, Sexton, this team they put together is so specific. And I can speak to this, having spoke to former executives around the NBA, Doug, that some of the people I've talked to, sources really like it, and some think it's idiotic. Like, there's a wide range of views on what the Lakers have put together and whether it's going to work and be successful. If Rob Pelinka is the guy that put it together, right? If it really was Pelinka, then maybe when the new group comes in, if they give him an assessment period, they'll sort of assess him based on how this group does, and maybe they'll stick with it. But if Pelinka basically says to the new owners, look, this was a Friedman thing, this was a Zaidi thing, this was a Walter thing, there's a world, and James brought this up, there's a world where they could blow it up, dude. Like, they could get to, a slow start, and it could be January, February, and they're just like, to hell with this. We didn't do this. We don't like this. And we could be talking about a brand new Lakers team next summer.
They could, especially if they already have their list they've put together. And you said this yesterday. You mentioned how Rob Pelinka, he's got that personality where maybe you can use that personality to your advantage, and that is something that the new ownership will have to read off him, right? I'm sure there'll be that first meeting with Rob Pelinka, and then the new ownership group will talk about, hey, this is how we think he thinks. Was he impressive? We'll see. How badly does Rob Pelinka want to impress the new ownership? But I think the big thing for me, oh man, did I say big thing? Oh wait, I'm going to change that.
Don't change who you are.
I think the prevailing wisdom for me is that
don't do that. Don't change you.
Is that Rob Pelinka, Bill? He maxed out these credit cards, and this new GM is going to get the statement, right? So there's not a lot of flexibility with the roster because of the contracts that he had signed. You have Walker Kessler for multiple years. You have Mamu. You have Quentin Grimes. You have Colin Sexton. You have Luka Doncic. So really, we look at the flexibility. If the new ownership group, if they did want to go in a different direction with someone else, they would have to be doing it for the long haul, thinking about a big rebuild. So that is also the thing, too, is you have no continuity because you're changing ownership group. Now that continuity takes another shot with the GM.
DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. I know we're kind of up against time here, Bursch, but I want to get to this point in McMenamin's story. I think it's really interesting, and it's not great for me because I like LeBron. I don't like Chris Paul. I do not like Chris Paul, and Chris Paul does not like me. This would be an interesting turn for me and for any of you listening. McMenamin reports, meanwhile, in projecting what a new Lakers front office could eventually look like, multiple sources around the league suggested to ESPN that recently retired Chris Paul could have a role. Paul and Iger became close while the point guard played for the Clippers, and Iger was a season ticket holder. Their relationship has only strengthened over the years, sources said, with Iger hosting a book launch event at his house in 2023 for Paul's memoir, 61, and Paul visiting Iger at his Disney office in Burbank, California, in March to support his friend when he cleared out his belongings to close out a 52-year run with the company. Dear God. And the thing is, I don't like Chris, but and Chris doesn't like me. That's fine. If I thought Chris could be, whatever, kind of edgy or difficult or not likable and successful, that's total. I'm down with that. I don't find JJ Redick very likable. I think he's a great coach. Who cares, right? Chris Paul's bedside manner has been vastly, vastly disliked by a lot of people he's been around. Maybe he'd be different as an executive, but dude, I do not love that for the Lakers.
Yeah, when I first saw that, you're the first person I thought of
Yeah, I bet.
because of stories you had about Chris Paul on this show, and you know him on a different level because you've seen him in moments where he's not in front of a camera, right? He's not in a job interview. That's when you really start to see the real versions of these people. And I think where Chris Paul does, even his time in San Antonio, right, and how that ended, he does have a reputation for being toxic and potentially radioactive. I don't like that, too. I saw that there, and I wanted Chris Paul and the Lakers when he was a good player, when he was a great player, when he was an all-star, not after his playing career when he has a bad reputation.
It'd also be really hard for us to get Lakers on the show. Hard to know. We're going to pass.
Oh, wow, it's that bad?
It wasn't great. I guess I could stop talking about it. Maybe he'd forget, but that's not how I'm built. DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1, the fan, the voice of LA sports. Of course, our show, all the shows here, live and local, 6 a.m. to 10 p.m. every single day. We're the only place that does that in Southern California. We're also the only sports talk radio station that's on the FM dial. So if anything comes down, any more information or news or insight about this incredibly shocking sale of the Lakers to Josh Kushner and Bob Iger, we'll let you know in real time. In the meantime, we've got a very interesting update on Aaron Donald. You don't want to miss it. It's in the NFL Report next on DMAC and Reiter. Welcome back into the show. Doug McCain and Bill Reiter with you here. DMAC and Reiter presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. If you're on YouTube watching the show at The Fan LA, hit that like button, hit that bell button, subscribe, hang out with us, come back. We really appreciate you. And if you want to call us, 855-97-LA Fan is the phone number, 855-975-2326. Steve-O in Whittier is on the line. Steve-O, thank you for listening. You're on DMAC and Reiter.
Hey, guys. How's it going?
What's up, buddy?
Hey, guys. How's it going?
Hey, brother.
What up, Steve-O?
What's up?
Yo.
What's up? Yeah, so I just wanted to call back to the Lakers a little bit. With the new ownership going on, as a fan, the number one thing I thought was ticket prices for Laker games. I go, they're with LeBron and Luka there. They were already skyrocket high. Even Dodger tickets, they're high, but in Dodger games, a little bit more affordable to go. That's what I think. With the whole new owner, I think the prices might go higher, even higher. I don't see them going lower. So I just wanted to see what your guys' thought was on that.
Yeah, dude, I think that's I think that's a reasonable fear. It is a venture capitalist firm. Josh Kushner has raised a bunch of money. And by the way, he's very good at his job. I mean, he was early on, either Snapchat or Insta. He was early on a bunch of stuff. He's a smart guy. But his job is to take investors' money and to turn it into more money. And so buying the Lakers is probably an investment. DMAC, you've been to a million Dodgers games. It's been a while for me. I don't mind the Dodgers prices as much because I know if I'm buying an overpriced beer, a huge chunk of that beer, that money's going back into the team. The economics of the NBA is a little bit different.
Yeah, exactly, right? You got peace of mind knowing that $20 Modelo, that $12 Dodger Dog is going into making this a World Series roster. The Lakers are a little different, though, just because, look, it's a smaller arena, right? You're talking 50,000 plus versus under 20,000.
Half the games.
And the Lakers have always been this big event, right? I remember as a kid here, you'd be lucky to go 1 or 2 Laker games a year. Probably go 4 or 5 Dodger games if you're lucky too. But the Lakers is an extra special thing to go to. It's a scene. It's a social scene. That lower bowl, you rarely even see people wearing Lakers gear, right? They're wearing all their fancy stuff. So it's just a different environment, a different atmosphere there. But it would be interesting to see this new ownership group, if you do reserve a section maybe somewhere or find a way to make tickets more affordable.
Yeah, I mean, it could really raise their floor in terms of pricing. It's DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. We got another call, 855-97-LA Fan. Kyle here in LA. Kyle, thank you for hanging out with us. You're on DMAC and Reiter.
Oh, thank you for taking my call. It's unfortunately that I really believe that the Lakers is not going to win another championship. And reason why I say that, because remember, before LeBron came to Los Angeles, it was 7 years drought. So then when LeBron got here in the 8 years, we only won a championship in 1 of the 8 years. So that's what, a 14-year drought that the LA Lakers have not had a championship?
Yeah, Kyle, it's a great point, dude. I have a thought on this, having covered that team for a long time. The Lakers have been badly run for 15 years. And this is where it gets complicated with Jeannie Buss. It was good that the Buss family sold. Now, it wasn't just Jeannie that was the problem. It was really her brother, and it took her a while to wrestle control away from Jim and to make that happen. So, but there's complications here, and I'll be curious, DMAC, if this offends you or if you agree. I was covering the NBA out of LA when Kobe's last few years. The Lakers made a strategic decision to honor Kobe Bryant rather than build a winner. And the last few years, they paid him basically the equivalent of top dollar. It was a different system then. And they didn't sort of nurture and build a team around a bunch of young guys who have gone on to be very successful at other places. I think it's the right call. I mean, that is part of what made the Lakers and the Buss family. The Buss family, as stars came first, they treated them like family. Kobe became a family member celebrated by the city, but not an instrument for greatness because he just wasn't at that stage of his career. And then when LeBron came in, LeBron had so much power and influence and clutch ran things. They're great at basketball. LeBron is. He's not great at running a team. The really big loss for me was that Kyle, right? Kyle in L.A., is that Mark Walter was going to, for the first time in maybe 20 years, have an organizational structure for the Lakers that was going to be at the top of basketball ops in the game. And that's what's gone away. So they can win a championship if this new ownership group runs things well. They just may not be. But I think that stretch that Kyle's talking about is unique to, first, Kobe's goodbye setting the Lakers back, and then secondly, the Buss family's dysfunction and Jeannie having to wrestle control and sort of what that did to running a stable organization.
Yeah, exactly. I think you point out that Kobe contract, right? There was kind of that work past due deal to just thank Kobe, to give him that contract, to give him that bag, and then you want to be able to draft well. I think for me, the Lakers always find a way to somehow, some way, whether it's the basketball gods smiling down on them, just the stars align for them to get their superstars. The longest drought the Lakers have ever had is 17 years in between championships, and that's from the 54 Minneapolis Lakers title to the 72 title. But pretty much the Lakers are winning a title every decade.
Modern era, yes.
But to your point and to Kyle's point, this is a different version of the NBA. This is the version of the NBA that kind of goes against the Lakers model where they always find a way to get their superstars. Yes, you got Luka Doncic, but it's always been multiple superstars. You look at the Kobe Shaq era, Jerry West found a way to sign Shaq, and they drafted Kobe. LeBron, he joined the Lakers because they were the Lakers, because he wanted to be here. When's the next star that's just going to become a Laker because they want to be a Laker? You have to draft well and find your superstars differently these days.
It's DMAC and Reiter. I think you're hitting on something really important. We've had these conversations about the CBA and a potential lockout for the Dodgers. And I know you think there won't be a ceiling, and you like to pretend that I want a ceiling, and there won't be a floor. But there is a fear out there that if things went in a way that we don't think they would go in baseball, they would basically shrink the bottom and the top, lower what you can spend, create more parity, and that's bad for the Dodgers, right? Okay. That happened in the NBA. That happened in the last CBA 10 years ago. And so the system that was put into place in the NBA, it's just harder to notice with the Lakers because they weren't dominating then the way that the Dodgers are now. But the same effect happened when Adam Silver got what he wanted in the last a couple agreements ago that created the modern system and eventually the aprons. The Los Angeles Lakers used to be able to go out and just get who they wanted. Now there are financial incentives for teams who draft well to be able to overpay those guys and give an extra year. That's so smaller markets can retain guys. Smaller markets retaining players means markets like LA having more trouble getting those players. And so it's a very fancy, complicated way of saying in today's NBA, you have to have the perfectly run front office. And history and greatness and being iconic, purple and gold, Celtics green, it doesn't matter that much. It matters in a little, but it doesn't matter like it used to, which means the Buss family had to be great at basketball, not great at courting stars. Like the rules change out from underneath the Lakers.
No doubt about it. And I think, too, make no mistake about it. And, raise the ceiling and the Monstars. And I'm just unloading at the DMAC bingo. But you're right. The future of the NBA, Bill, is going to be about which ownership group focus on maximizing talent that they do have and also drafting right, coaching. All these little things are going to be microscopic as far as winning on the margins, and the Lakers can't rely on, it's the next great superstar is just going to come and be a Laker just because of what the market can do for their brand and all this stuff. No, these players are so incentivized to stay with the teams that draft them, it's going to be harder to accumulate those superstars. And two, it's different because of the depth, right? You need bigger rosters with better players. So, yeah, look, I'm wondering when that next championship is going to be coming for the Lakers, and I think Kyle's right to feel that way too.
Look, make no mistake about it. The Lakers were once a unicorn, but here's a real big reason why they feel slapped in the face. And sometimes I wake up in the middle of the night, and I will say this, I worry about the Lakers' future. It's DMAC and Reiter. Those are DMAC bingo.
That's wrong, dude.
DMAC and Reiter. We'll get back to that Dodgers series and whether Freddie's okay next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, what's going on? Happy Thursday. He is Doug McKay, I am Bill Reiter. It is DMAC and Reiter presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. If you are watching the show on the stream on YouTube at The Fan LA, Sammy and I have a request. Sammy asked me to ask you, please hit the like button. Hit that like button. Help us out. Get in the comments if you want, but please hit the like button at The Fan LA over on the stream. Wherever you're listening on the FM, 97.1, anywhere, you can call us 855-97-LA-FAN. All right,
I just hit that like, by the way.
You did?
Yep.
Oh, let me hit it. I hit it?
Yeah.
I got to hit it too. You know what?
Thumbs up.
Shame on me. We opened the show doing sort of 24, 36 hours later, our sort of calmer reaction to the Lakers sale. Let me get your 2 hour and a half later reaction to Doug McCain bingo. How you feeling about it?
Well, every time I say one of those things, I'm like, wait, should I say it to give them more fuel? I thought it was fun, though. I
really enjoyed it.
Your facial expressions were telling me something was up, though. So I can't wait for Bill Reiter bingo. I really can't.
Here's the problem that you're going to have with Bill Reiter bingo, is that I tend to be weirdly sort of like observing everything going on the show. How are you going to pull it off? You can do the laptop maybe.
Well, that's the thing too, but you can't. You're not, like you say, you're not going to change what you say, right? So that doesn't really matter.
If I know that it's live,
you won't know what things are on the Bill Reiter bingo.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I've got so many in store. You don't realize. I mean,
I think I do realize.
You've got a lot of. You got extremely quotable sayings that you do.
Right.
Yeah.
Give me 3 of them.
Well, I would say that subtract from the sum of all human joy.
Yeah. Mentioning
Barcelona.
Yeah.
Hating on Cristiano Ronaldo.
Yeah.
I don't want to give out too many of them.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. What's a hero, Lebowski?
Oh, that's a good one. All right, that's a good one. What is a hero, Mr. Lebowski?
What is a hero, Mr. Lebowski?
Is having the courage to do what's right?
That's your opinion, man.
It's
basically 50 Big Lebowski quotes.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm never watching that movie again.
Oh, see how it feels.
I'm just kidding. Well, I'm gonna watch it tonight.
All right, so we're coming for you, Mr. Bill Reiter.
Did you nominated Oro for Hero of the Day, right?
Yes.
I just voted for him.
Did you?
That's a great call by you.
Hey, man, congratulations. Deserves it.
He really amazing dude too. Do you want to do a little Dodgers talk?
Let's hit it.
You into it?
Let's hit it.
Think it's a ceiling raiser? I do.
Talk about a unicorn?
I didn't know. By the way, falsely accused by our boss Andrew of Bursch. Can you just? I feel like I actually did the opposite.
Yeah,
kind of laid out.
Here's the thing.
Oh, you could have easily led him into Kirk Cousins for a good 10 minutes there.
Right.
Yeah, it would have been easy. Like all you would basically say, I thought you would have done is said, okay, when is Fernando Mendoza actually going to play? I'd probably have said Kirk Cousins there, right?
Right.
Yeah. Talk about the Dodgers. To me, about the Dodgers, the only way they could ever lose a World Series is if the Monstars came down and took away their powers. There you go. I am never watching Space Jam 2.
Bingo. Bingo.
Can't wait for Bill Go.
Bill Go.
Bill Go's going to go hard.
I'm here for it. I like the way I talk. I'm down,
I like the way I talk. I guarantee it.
Me too. Freddie Freeman also talked after the game last night, and after he had that play where he fell into the Royals' dugout, visitors' dugout, very worrisome. It really was harrowing to watch in real time. He gave an update on his health.
I didn't hit my head, so that was the key part there. I am sore. Kneecaps are sore, shoulders sore, hands sore, wrists sore. I fell. So I'm in good spirits. I've already cold tubbed. I've done everything I needed to do to put myself in a position to be able to hopefully play tomorrow. I just talked to Doc and Andrew, and we'll just see how I feel tomorrow when I wake up. I was already, I think, going to have Friday off, so we'll just see how see how I feel when I wake up tomorrow. But right now I'm just sore.
I mean, dude, thank God he's okay on a variety of sort of possible terrible levels.
It was a scary sight. It really was. And to see Dave Roberts run out there, you saw some of the Royals players. Freddie Freeman, you got to give him a lot of credit for the effort there. But yeah, the Dodgers, as Dave Roberts said after the game, they dodged a bullet. Freddie, not only is he a great player, not only is he their most clutch hitter, he's really one of their big leaders too. And they can't afford to lose him, especially as on the older side. You're so close to the postseason. So yeah, I mean, crisis averted for sure.
All right, I'm going to ask you a question here on DMAC and Reiter. I want first just the Rorschach test answer, and then we'll sort of go through it. Freddie Freeman is the what most important hitter in the Dodgers lineup?
2.
Yeah.
2.
Shohei Freddie.
Shohei Freddie.
Yeah.
If I wish I could say Kyle Tucker, right? In a perfect world, it would be him, but you still have to look at the past. You still have to look at the clutch moments and the fact that this year he's still hitting very well. So Freddie's the guy that you would want at the plate. With the game on the line, the guy that's going to put the ball in play, the guy that's going to slow that heartbeat down, have a clutch at bat, it's Freddie Freeman. They need him to be big.
Dave Roberts, also last night after that Dodgers win in the sweep, talked to the media about the improvements he has seen from the team over the course of that 3-game series.
Much better as far as kind of, I see the determination of fighting to take better bats. I think that now it's obviously anyone can see it. We're giving up outs on the bases. We're not converting like we need to. So there's still, overall, I like the effort, but we still have a long way to go to really get better.
What a nice way of saying you can only play the team in front of you, but this was the Royals, so chill out.
Yeah, they came at the right time, right? I mean, the way the schedule lines up, yes, you end the week facing the best team in the National League record-wise, but the Royals, a last-place team at home, they did what good teams are supposed to do. They beat up on a bad team. For the most part, they didn't dominate that team, but you're right, though. I mean, let's see it against the Brewers. Let's see it against a better team. And here, Dave Roberts say that he feels like he's turning a corner almost with how he's approaching this team, because a couple days ago we were talking about how Dave Roberts was kind of lighting a fire underneath this team, and to hear him say
Freddie was
that,
pushing back.
Yeah, Freddie was.
I'm going to swing harder?
I love that, right? What am I supposed to do? Can't do that in baseball.
Of 11 in that series. He was hitting the cover off of 11 in that series. He was hitting the cover off the ball. He was turning the ball. He had that home run. He had an OPS of 1856. His on-base percentage was remarkable. It was similar to the percentage of words that came out of Doug's mouth over the first hour that was on one of our bingo cards. Ooh. Yeah, no, it was good.
Where'd you guys go? What kind of food was it?
Oh, man, it's a great little bar, just like an American bar. It's right... public school? It's not public school. It's like down 2 blocks. I'm so bad with directions.
It's American food.
2 blocks north of there. It's like a bar.
Oh, so did you have a...
Was it called an Anthony's? I don't remember.
What'd you eat?
I had a pretzel.
Oh.
I had some nachos. They were not as good as the nachos we had 3 days ago. And we had something else.
Oh. You should have some fries, maybe...
I asked for a Guinness.
Okay.
And they brought a Guinness that was basically in its own barrel with a handle.
Interesting. It was sounds delicious.
It was, but I was like, oh, yeah, I'll have a little Guinness, right? A little Guinness. It was huge.
You should have had some fries and maybe a...
Oh, I had fries too.
Fries and a Burgerman. A juicy, delicious...
Yeah, I was out with Greg Burgerman.
Who's
the program director of Another Place.
Okay.
It's okay. You can out it.
Oh, well, I spent so long thinking about that burger thing.
I think he used to work for one of our other rivals, Dodgers Nation.
Checkmate.
I think back in the day.
Touché.
Yeah. I haven't worked for any of them. Today or ever. So, do you want to get the Mookie Betts thing?
Yeah, that's it.
That was wild. Now you're getting loose. Mookie Betts, who I apparently have maligned to the point that guy that you brought up, burger and fries guy, he's hitting great. And Betts talked with Spectrum Sportsnet post-game on his recent hot streak.
I feel like I haven't felt normal in a long time, and there's been...
His words came to a stop as quickly as the streak will, because Dave Roberts is sitting in today.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
No.
The Dave Roberts shot.
Oh, Mookie.
Here's Mookie.
I feel like I haven't felt normal in a long time, and there's been glimpses in there, but no consistency. So this is probably the most consistent as far as days in a row that I've been in a long time. So hopefully I can keep it going. The boys are back winning in our winning ways, and it's fun.
I haven't felt like myself in a long time. It's a pretty serious admission for Mookie Betts.
It is, and it was about this time last year that he started to get going, and just kind of makes you wonder why you can't have this approach for the entire season, because it feels like he's going up there with the approach that I just want to put the bat on the ball in better situations, and the slugging is coming naturally. Whereas in the past, it felt like he was kind of chasing that slug, and you were seeing a lot of weak pop-outs. So, look, we need to see more of this. We need to see this for a good stretch, 2 to 3 weeks. But the fact that he's admitting that, as you just point out, tells you something has not been right. And early in the season, Bill Mookie actually kind of talked about the fact that what he did in his early days, what he did during his All-Star MVP years, it doesn't work to get him out of that slumps, to get him to start feeling right. So maybe whether it be a different routine, a different approach, he's trying something different, and maybe that's part of the dividends that we're seeing. So hopefully this is it, man. I mean,
you jumped all over me earlier in the year when Mookie, your defensive player of the year, your Gold Glove at every position, let alone shortstop, botched what would have been a potential perfect game, and pointed out it's a small sample size, and that's fair. Like, and I reacted very harshly to, man, I don't know if can he handle the pressure in these big moments given where he's at. To your point about the Royals, and to my point I tried to make a month or two ago, everything bleeds together time-wise here on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA Sports on DMAC and Reiter. This is a big series against the Brewers. And I'm not going to pretend that 4 baseball games are going to define what happens in October, but it is going to be interesting to see how Kyle Tucker and Mookie Betts play in this series if they're allowed to play. I make that joke because the lineup today is without Mookie. I know it's a scheduled day of rest, but it's Shohei, Pages, Edman, Freeman, Teo, Rojas, Kyle Tucker at 7, Kike, Rortvedt. I mean, that is you tell me, you're better with the sort of like technical terms, but I believe that's called garbage. That lineup is garbage.
It's still better than most, let's put it that way. But as far as what the Dodgers could put out there, you're right. This is not their optimal lineup. And you look at just the top there, Shohei's gotten a little better as far as just the slug's gone for the last couple of days, so you want to see him kind of build on that. But you're right. I mean, let Mookie cook. Let Kyle Tucker cook. We are in the sprint mode of the season, and they need as much rhythm as they can find. They need as much success as they can find. And if Mookie goes 0 for 4 on Friday, Bill, we're going to talk about the fact that he didn't play Thursday, right? So I'm with you on that. Mookie should be in the lineup, especially building on what we've seen from the last couple of days. This Dodgers lineup should have a good chance to score some runs, but this is a big series, man. Like, this is what people show up for. And we're so close to the postseason. You want to put your better lineups out. You still are missing Will Smith, right? So you need right-handed bats in the lineup, and Mookie Betts should be an impact right-handed bat in that lineup.
Let's get into the weeds here. DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. If you want to hang out with us over on YouTube, at The Fan LA, at The Fan LA. As Sammy asked, hit that like button. You can also call us, 855-97 LA Fan. We're also on the FM dial at 97.1. That is 97.1. You think Dave Roberts is amazing? I think Dave Roberts is amazing. You think Andrew Friedman and his front office and his sort of baseball operation is amazing? Of course, I agree. They're remarkable. But no one's perfect, right? And these things matter, and every decision matters. They are very hell-bent on these set days off, on these programmed, scheduled days off. We saw it on Monday with Kyle Tucker coming off a really good run. We're seeing it with Mookie Betts today. Freddie Freeman in the lineup, by the way, which is great. He, I think, said yesterday after the game that his scheduled day was Friday, so we'd see sort of how that goes. So even if Freddie hits for the cycle tonight, I'm sure he'll sit tomorrow. Do you, you know ball, dude, better than anybody that covers the Dodgers out there, in my opinion. Doug, to what degree are these scheduled day offs helpful as part of a longer plan, and or problematic if you're not willing to vary from it when things pop up, like a Mookie Betts 3-game hot streak?
I think you look at their recipe for success the last couple of years and you say, okay, they get the benefit of the doubt because they have won back-to-back World Series titles. But I do think for a team that's been slumping of late, a team that really hasn't caught fire all summer long, right? We haven't seen that stretch after the All-Star break where they've won 10 of 12 games or where they're ripping off 15 wins or anything like that. So I think when you know that, and you know this team still has a lot to play for too, you want to finish with one of those top 2 seeds in the National League, that maybe you would switch things up and say, okay, we did have that Thursday planned for Mookie Betts to have the day off, but the Brewers are in town with the best record in the National League. Mookie's hitting well. Might as well stay fluid, stay a little nimble and pivot to that. But this is the Dodgers. They are going to stick to their plan, and that's what they're going to do, knowing that the idea is to make sure that Mookie Betts is fresh for October, even if it means sitting him in a game that would make sense to sit in August.
I hate it.
I know you do.
I do.
Okay, I'll tell you this, though. Remember I joked, or I didn't really joke, I really was saying a couple weeks ago that Mookie Betts wanted to become this Gold Glove shortstop, and he wanted to change positions, and he wanted to play shortstop like Miguel Rojas.
I remember because every time he would go like 1 for 17, you'd be like, he's great. Look at his defense.
Exactly, right? And what I was pointing to is the fact that he has become Miguel Rojas offensively, unfortunately, but defensively as well.
Funny.
Well, Miguel Rojas this year hit .330 with an .886 against lefties. So it kind of begs the question. Is it the Mookie Betts we've seen for the last 2-3 days, or is it the Mookie Betts over the last 2 months? Because you can make the debate that you'd rather have Miguel Rojas against a lefty than Mookie Betts this season.
That's really smart, actually. And this is a big game. I mean, the Brewers are one of the two teams that the Dodgers are battling with to make sure that they have a bye.
Exactly. And that's the number one thing, too. I know that the Dodgers are going to feel good about their chances with whoever they play, whether it's a home game or a road game. We saw last year, right? I mean, this is a team that went all throughout the postseason having to play road games after the wild card round. They went on the road. They beat the Phillies in the DS, the Brewers in the CS, even though the Brewers had finished 7-0 against the Dodgers in the regular season. And they went on the road to take on the Blue Jays, and they ended up winning Game 7 on the road. But I don't like that approach this year, Bill. I will say this. Considering all... Oh, no. I just said I will say this. I'll exclaim that...
It's on mine.
I'll exclaim that I think this year you have to handle things a little differently, knowing that you've got guys that are banged up, guys that have played a lot of baseball. And I think for this series in general, I wanted to just see that lineup and see Mookie Betts there. I want to see where they'd be hitting him, too, because another thing to factor in as well, Bill, is I don't think they're set on where Mookie's spot is in the lineup for the postseason. So I think they need to use the next month plus to say, is he our number 5 hitter? Is he a number 8 hitter? Do we feel comfortable with him at cleanup? So I don't think they're set on his spot in the lineup.
DMAC and Reiter on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. I will say this. Jerry Harrison Jr. was on the morning show on Defish and Decker this morning explaining why he believes the Dodgers ran into a cold streak last week.
When you play out 162 games, about 181, 83 days, you're going to have stretches where it's just not going to be there. And then you got to understand this Dodger team is a little older, and they have played a lot of games. I mean, a lot of meaningful games the last 3 or 4 years, especially the last 2. And for this team to start out, 2024 in Korea, have a long season, then have a long postseason, beat the Yankees in the World Series, then have a short off season, start the season early in Japan, and then have a 7-game series at the end of the year in the World Series. That it seemed like 12 to 14 games to me as a fan watching it. I could only imagine being as a player how intense those games were. It's taken its toll a little bit. To be honest with you, I really thought the Dodgers would get out of the gate slow this year.
I mean, I love Jerry's perspective, and it is a marathon, and every marathon you're gonna have stretches where your pace is up and where your pace is down. I mean, there's it can raise the floor sometimes, but not always. It's Roki tonight, right? So Roki Sasaki is the guy that's going to the bump for the Dodgers. Here's another thing that I'm really excited. I'm really excited watching this game tonight. I know it's not a playoff game. Roki's been so good. He's been one of the best pitchers in baseball since the All-Star break. The giant glove and the way that it's protected him from tipping his pitches has been a game changer. You've seen his confidence change. I'm excited to watch him go against a Brewers team that you better believe wants to get every single moment they can out of this Dodgers series in terms of proving that the Brewers think they are the best team in the National League, maybe baseball.
They do, and he will. And this is a great test for Roki, and to see if he can continue to build. Because I think that in the back of his mind, he's auditioning. Like, he realized he's talked to Japanese media a couple of weeks ago, and he kind of hinted at the fact that, hey, I am ultimately going to be moved to the bullpen in some capacity, just like he was last year against this Brewers team when they faced him in the NLCS. So if he pitches well tonight, there's always that. I think that there's 2 things that are important for Roki. It's pitching well because you want to give them confidence that you're going to be their guy out of the bullpen. We're going to hear the Baila la Roki, and everyone's going to go crazy, right? But cool. Also, that's his little walkout. I know you did it, right? But I also think, too, let's say something goes wrong with Tyler Glasnow. Let's say something goes wrong with any of these starters. I would probably venture to say that I would want Roki in his upside more than Robleski right now, more than Eric Lauer right now, more than Emmett Sheehan right now. So I think part of the reason why you want to see really quality starts from Roki is not only you're going to see him out of the bullpen, but he's also a potential option if anything goes wrong for any of these starters. Yes, they've got all the aces, but things change quickly, so it's important for him to pitch well.
Speaking of Eric Lauer, who did go last night, who is probably Roki's, one of his primary competitions, if there's a surprise or in the, from the view of what the Dodgers need, unfortunate opportunity for another starter in the postseason who's not the hoped-for group. Guy was great, had another great outing, went deep. They're now, as you noted, 10-1 when he's taken the mound as a Dodger. He said he had one bad outing, was the last outing just after the trade deadline. Other than that, he's largely looked excellent. And he talked to reporters after the game last night about his ability to really eat up some innings for this Dodgers team.
I think we all kind of had an idea. It wasn't expressed to me that, I'm going to have to go deep into this game. I think that's kind of always the thought is let's try to get as deep into this game as possible. And, sometimes it's a little more important just based on the, condition of the bullpen. So, being able to go out there for the 7th, I thought was huge, and I was all about it. I would have kept going if I could have got the chance, but I think at that point it was probably the better call. So I think every time we go out there, we try to make it as deep into the game as we possibly can. And
we are going to see when we get to the playoffs whether a lot of the frailties and worries that we've had and the things that we've talked about here on the radio on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA sports, particularly on DMAC and Reiter, whether they are signs of real issues going forward, or whether it was a team, and Jay here kind of hit on this a little bit, a back-to-back championship team where the stars kind of know how to take their foot off the gas, but they can still sort of go into that other mode when they need to. If it turns out that there were reasons to worry, if it turns out that this is a tired team, and things still go well, the Eric Lauers of the world are going to have been really important on plugging those holes and carrying these guys.
For sure. Absolutely. And I think for Lauer, you look at, they're a game behind the Brewers. Without Eric Lauer, are they 3 games behind the Brewers? Are they 4 games behind the Brewers? Right? I mean, let's not forget that Tyler Glasnow and Blake Snell have missed most of the season. And for Lauer to produce the way he has, he's the feel-good story of the year for the Dodgers. He really is. I mean, no one expected him to do anything like this. That's right, I did. But no one expected him to have any type of success with the Dodgers. Yes, but even myself, who believed that they could optimize him, did not see this coming. So I think that part of, for Eric Lauer, the most important thing, and for where he's going to be used down the stretch, is to see, hey, can my stuff play up in shorter bursts? Because he is not the first, second, or third, or even 7th or 8th option as a starter. But he's got to ask himself, can I help this team win, and how can that be? So if I'm Eric Lauer, I'm probably looking down the stretch to say, I want some spots out of the pen in a 1-inning or 2-inning role, because really that's the only path to him making that postseason roster.
I don't know what October holds for Lauer. I don't know what the future holds. I just know that his performances have been timeless. DMAC and Reiter, what's wrong? You good?
Yeah.
DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97 on the Fan, the voice of LA sports. We've got some NFL football. It's preseason football, but it's football nonetheless. We'll get into what our takeaways are and what we're looking for tonight when the Raiders and the Chargers and some other teams get going with a preseason game on DMAC and Reiter. show. He is Doug McCain. I am Bill Reiter. This is DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. By the way, every day I drive home, I see the sort of increasingly filled out structure that will be the LA Sparks' new home. It's very, very cool. I think it's technically in the Gundo, right? Because it's on that side of Rosecrans. I think it's technically in El Segundo. It is going to be very, very cool. And we're very excited about it. But remember, you can still see them at crypto.com for now. And we want to help one of you sort of have that experience in a very cool way. The LA Sparks are hosting Dodgers Night on August 20th at Crypto. What is that? 1 week from today, right? At crypto.com Arena. The first 12,500 fans will receive a free Sparks and Dodgers co-branded jersey. It's very cool. Get your tickets at lasparks.com. That's lasparks.com. Or call in right now, 855-97-LA-FAN. Caller number 4 gets a 4-pack of tickets to Dodgers Night at crypto.com Arena as the Sparks host the Atlanta Dream on August 20th. That's 855-97-LA-FAN. Bone to pick with you. Not bone to pick. But James Coe came in one day and said, would you like this jersey? He gave you a cool Koreatown Dodgers jersey, and I wanted it, but I didn't get it. He gave it to you. When are you going to wear it, dude? I want to see it on you.
I actually had it in the so you know what? I'm bringing that out tomorrow. That'll be my Jersey Friday. Yeah.
No, Jersey Friday. You killed Jersey Friday.
Jersey Friday's back.
You killed it.
Back, baby.
I wore
tomorrow.
Jersey Thursday now. Deal with it.
Yeah, well, no, you've been Jersey almost every day this week. You've been deep cutting your Barcelona jerseys.
This is literally the only time I've worn a jersey this week.
You literally wore a gold Barcelona jersey yesterday
right.
that had the map of the city on it.
Right.
Unless I'm the crazy one here.
All right.
I'll rock that tomorrow, though, baby.
Ty Cobb just wrote true, Reiter. I don't even know what I did, but it's real. 855-97.
We're bringing it back tomorrow. Tomorrow, the return of Jersey.
You're going Jersey.
Friday. I'm going my Dodgers Koreatown jersey.
It's a great jersey. It's a cool jersey, dude.
Yobaseo.
When we go back out next time, when we hanging? After vacay?
Bro, whenever you want. Tonight. Tomorrow.
I got plans tonight.
Tonight. Okay. You're busy. You go out to eat at least 3 times a week.
Here's the thing. This is the real talk.
Yeah.
I'm not complaining. I have a great life, and it's been amazing. I have, for the last 15 years, worked nights. Every night, most nights, NBA coverage, other stuff, TV. I've never had time. I'm taking advantage, bro.
Say, I'm going to party, baby. I'm going to eat.
Let's go out. Let's hang.
Yeah.
I'm going. You know where I'm going tonight?
Where you going?
Gonna go watch the Dodgers game with my buddy Bruno.
You want Bruno?
Bruno time.
I thought we don't talk about him.
We don't.
We always talk about Bruno. We don't. Whoops.
I've never seen that movie.
Really?
Yeah.
It's good. It'll make you cry.
What was it?
Bruno.
Encanto?
Is it Encanto, right?
The movie's not called Bruno.
Yeah.
Did you cry?
Yeah, there's a sad scene. I think there's... Is Encanto...
Don't ruin it for me.
Yeah, definitely. It tugs on the heartstrings for sure.
Are you the guy that when you went to The Sixth Sense the second time, you turn to the person in line and go, Bruce Willis is dead?
I have been... I did tell...
You think we could spoil it?
I did spoil that Omar dies in The Wire to a friend that was
in
the second season.
How?
And that friend didn't talk to me for at least 7 months.
I wouldn't talk... are they still friends with you?
We definitely patched things up, but it took a while.
Wow.
It took a while. Thankfully, The Wire was
that friend Gene?
No. Yeah, thankfully that show was so good that they were still able to get into it. But yeah, I totally messed it up.
Look, I love preseason football because it is in many ways the groundhog coming up, not seeing his own shadow. Is that how that works?
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
There we go. Yeah.
I understand that the value of it on sort of a macro scale can be here and there. I'm really, really looking forward to watching for Mendoza play today. However many series that is. I know Kirk Cousins, which gave me Doug McCain bingo as a win earlier, is going to be the starter. And Chargers are playing tonight, too. In fact, there's games on now. Packers are playing the Steelers. Lions are playing the Bengals. Colts, Patriots. Titans, Niners. But I'm very, very excited to watch that Raiders game. Does that make me a weirdo? I want to see how, even though it's a preseason game, I want to see how he looks.
No, this is exciting. I mean, this is Christmas for football nerds, right? I mean, we actually get football back there in the pads. We're getting big names tonight. Fernando Mendoza is going to get the lion's share of the snaps. We're seeing starters out there. To me, this is the appetizer platter for the season, right? This is not the season as a whole, but when you're starting from football, it feels like it's been such a long time since we've seen games. But look, anytime you have young quarterbacks, young players, especially high draft picks playing, it's still meaningful football. I mean, I like spring training in baseball. I like preseason football. I watch it all.
There is no quarterback controversy with the Rams. There is no quarterback controversy with the Chargers. There's no succession plan that isn't even remotely on a timeline of this year. I know Ty Simpson's on the roster. That's not true for Vegas, right? That's not true for the Raiders. I could be wrong. I don't think I am. I think Kirk Cousins is washed, dude. I think it's behind him. Now we'll see what Kubiak can do with him over the course of the year. A preseason game isn't going to change things, but I think one of the really interesting storylines for us in LA, I think just nationally for football fans, is how quickly does Mendoza get out there, which is another way of saying how long can Kirk Cousins sort of keep his fingers in the dam, right? Just it doesn't have to be great. It can't be awful. Is there any world where Cousins can play so badly and very, very limited opportunities tonight that in the mind of that coaching staff, it speeds things up?
I don't think so, just because he's there for a reason, because he's going to go through the installs. He's going to be the quarterback to start the season. It would have to take a lot. I think it would have to take an injury, right, for him not to be out there. As far as performance goes, it's tough to imagine that they would give the reins to Fernando Mendoza right out of the gates, considering it's still a young team. It's not like they're a championship-level roster. They had the offensive line issues last year. They've improved upon that just a little bit, but I think it would have to take a lot. I think you'd be putting him in a tough situation.
What if he's just like he goes out there and he looks like...
What if he looks like he's the next Tom Brady? What if he looks like he's lights out? Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying what if Kirk Cousins is washed and Mendoza's awesome?
I think there'll be an urgency there.
Yeah.
There really will, but I think if this is the new version of the Raiders, a version where it looks like they're going to be process-oriented, where they're not going to just be desperate, you could do more harm than good with Fernando Mendoza if he goes out there and he gets rocked and he looks like he's not ready. I think selfishly, I'm just, hey, man, let's roll. Let's see what he's got. Let's see what he can do. But I think for the Raiders, they have a new coach. You got a new quarterback. You got a lot of young players. Kirk Cousins, I think, too, just watching him. If Kirk Cousins is trash and they start 0-3 and he looks completely inept, I think that's the path.
We think week 4 is the earliest.
I would say just a complete abomination.
I love the word abomination.
Yeah, I mean, like if it's just a complete abomination, I think.
Doug McCain bingo.
Oh no, trying to work some new stuff in here, new material here. But I would say if he's just straight up garbage, throwing 3-4 interceptions a game, and 2, I think how sharp Mendoza looks, right? I mean,
yes.
He's going to be playing in a different style of offense, more of a pro-style offense. If he looks like he can make all the throws, if he looks like the moment's not too big for him and he's processing defenses, look, I'm all about saying, you know what? Things change. And maybe this is a way to accelerate his development. I think that's the number one thing if I'm the Raiders. Does playing him early and when accelerate his development? Does it put him in a better spot to succeed long-term? Or do they not think that this is a roster where they can help that development? So I would love to see it, but Kirk Cousins is there for a reason. That is to be the quarterback to start the year.
There's a lot of interesting things in this Michael Silver piece that he does in Mendoza, spent time with him in Vegas. It's in The Athletic. We got into it earlier in the show, but if you missed it, it's definitely worth a read. One of the things that, like little detail, DMAC, that jumped out to me, I know we're going to run out of time here, but is that Mendoza talked about how when he was at Cal, the game was so fast and everyone seemed so fast. He's like, I can't do this. And obviously he went from that to figuring it out to transferring to Indiana to being unbeatable, to being a national champion, to being the number 1 overall pick. And so my point is, it doesn't mean because it happened at the collegiate level, it'll happen at the NFL level. But this is a guy who has been able to sort of who's been able to look overwhelmed at a level, figure it out, and then once he figures it out, once the game slows down, to elevate. So it's probably worth not being too dire when we get into actual regular season games that matter, and he plays week 4, week 8, whenever it is, and to give him a little more leeway than our culture tends to when we just aren't patient with people.
And I think that's the thing. What is their culture, right? And how confident are they that that's going to apply? Because here's the thing. I mean, look at Cam Ward last year, right? If it's true what they say that Mendoza is a better prospect than Cam Ward, he started week 1 last year for the Titans. Yep. And it's not like the Raiders think that, oh, this is a roster where we've invested in win-now pieces to where, okay, we need a veteran back there. Look at Caleb Williams. He started in week 1, right? So you're talking about guys that had a lot of experience. This is a national championship winning quarterback. This is a Heisman Trophy winning quarterback.
Guy's a winner, dude.
He's a winner. So I think that you don't protect the number 1 pick. I think that you want to say, hey, if this looks like something that's feasible, I'd be all for it. I mean, that's the trend. Jaden Daniels, who's doing the weird thing with LSU. Joe Burrow.
But by the way, Jaden Daniels, great year one. C.J. Stroud, great year one. I mean, the C.J. Stroud Texans team, the sort of the blooms come off that rose a little bit. But that was a shocker. That was a first-time head coach and obviously a new head coach of the Texans. Stroud was a rookie, and they were awesome.
Exactly.
Year one.
And that's the thing, too. I mean,
it can happen.
Think about this, Bill. When you kind of say these names, right? The Caleb Williamses, the Jaden Daniels, the C.J. Strouds, and then you say Fernando Mendoza, a guy that's won a national championship and a Heisman. Does he feel like a week one starter in his rookie year? To me, it doesn't feel that way just because, like I said, I know I sound like a broken record. I want to see him in these pro-style offenses where he's taking it under center and you're seeing him complete throws between the numbers and not rely on back shoulder fade throws and things like that. I want to see him cook at this level before I give him the keys to the offense. But if you're the Raiders, that would excite your fan base. That certainly would.
Conventional wisdom is often as wrong as a broken stopwatch in the sense that maybe they're right twice a day, but they're not always right. In 2016, when Lamar Jackson won the Heisman Trophy, the conventional wisdom was this guy's not good enough. And he was last pick in the first round, first pick in the second round. I can't remember. So, like, they're vastly different players. And obviously, Lamar Jackson's proved himself to be a multi-time, two-time MVP. But the point is, often the conventional wisdom on quarterbacks isn't right. And so it's going to be interesting starting tonight, a little glimpse, to see what we're going to see. We are going to get into little hardwood headlines. The Lakers' schedule is out, and there is a part of it you are not going to believe next year on DMAC and Reiter. accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That is calldowntown.com. You can also text injury help to 40222. Congrats to Rob. You won 4 tickets to Dodgers night at the LA Sparks vs. Atlanta Dream on August 20th. First 12,500 fans will receive a free Sparks and Dodgers co-branded jersey. Get tickets now at lasparks.com. It is time for Hardwood Headlines.
Ball don't lie. Time for Hardwood Headlines with DMAC and Reiter.
Go, DMAC.
Yo, yo.
How long do I have to... Well, I'm not going to do it. Hello, Bursch.
Hey, guys. Well, big news in the NBA today. The full NBA schedule has been released. Some notable elements of the Lakers schedule we're going to dive into here. 34 national TV games. That is tied with the Knicks, Spurs, and 76ers for the most. They've got 15 back-to-backs, 17 games in January, 10 of those being on the road. The Boston Celtics come to town on January 7th.
So my big takeaway is my partner told me that we couldn't have the opener be Celtics-Lakers because we had to save it for a big day. I'm glad we could get it January 7th. I'm glad with that we could, that classic sports watching day.
That's a great day for the Lakers Celtics, isn't it? No, because you save that marquee event because you know everyone's going to be watching to start the season. So I have no issue with that.
I hate everything about it.
Are you one of those? Do you ever like to just see the schedule, the win-loss to start the year? Because, I mean, I look at the start of the season.
I do that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, you got Warriors, you got Clippers.
Hold on, let me go through it. Hold on. Warriors.
Win. At home.
Win.
Clippers.
Win.
At Jazz. Walker Kessler goes against his old team.
3-0.
The Trailblazers.
4-0.
At Clippers.
5-0.
At Warriors.
6-0.
You're balling, dude.
Oh, man, dude.
Got Laker Bill over here. Raptors. They still won't have Kawhi, probably.
It depends if they have Kawhi. I'll go 6-1.
And then the Heat.
6-2.
At Kings.
7-2.
At Blazers.
8-2.
At Detroit.
8-3.
At Hawks. We're deep into this now, baby. No turning back.
The best. We just won the macaroni. All right.
I got 14-6. 14-6. I got 14-6 first 20.
I love you say that because every NBA, well, hold on, what's your executives I've talked to in the NBA?
Oh, here we go.
But every coach and sort of front office person will tell you, it depends on their internal view, but 20 or 25 games, depends on the organization, they don't, that's their evaluation period. So you get a 20-game sample size, that's a real sample size. If the Lakers are 14-6 after 20, I'm going to come on here and be like, hey, everybody, 20 games, most executives will tell you is a real sample size. These guys are great.
Oh, there we go. So
I'm down.
It's not an arbitrary number, right? I think it's deep enough into the season.
You're not an arbitrary number.
I got losses at the Clippers, the Heat at home.
I think the Clippers are going to suck, dude.
Yeah, Clippers just play the Lakers really weird. I have them starting the season 4-0. So
we should go to every Lakers game at Crypto and just go say hi to my friends there.
Yeah, you had me at every Lakers game, so count me in.
Are we going to start going to some Lakers games? We've been to too many Dodgers games together. We got to do that.
Yeah, I know, right? Let's mix it up. It's time to mix it up at this point, right? Lakers Celtics January 7th, man. That should be a national holiday. That should be a national holiday. It's Lakers Celtics Day.
Where are we at in the NFL season at that point?
We're in the playoffs, right?
Yeah.
We're getting close to the Super Bowl, so yeah, man. That's the part of it, right? When the NFL is at its peak, you want your marquee 10-pole games.
You don't want it on opening night. That's right. You're right. Lakers Celtics Thursday in January is what we're looking for.
I like Lakers at Knicks January 30th. MSG.
That's on a Saturday.
I just like it. I mean, before
that's going
to
compete with NFL games.
It's true.
That's 3 days after your birthday.
Lakers Spurs going to be a good test early on November 27th.
Are you coming to work for your birthday on the 27th of January?
Let's hit that. How do you know my birthday?
Dude, I know everything about you.
Dude, that's trippy.
I mean, the minute
it's Jerry Buss's birthday too.
The minute that you gave Keanu Reeves' home address and code to his front door, I was like, I guess we're doing personal stuff.
I had maybe multiple people tell me what were you thinking, bro? Like
I thought it too, including Keanu Reeves'
John Wick.
agent. Hi, this is John Smith from CAA.
Yeah, felt that way too.
Stop. Are we one question into this thing?
Yeah, that's okay. Hey, let's look at the end of the Lakers schedule. You guys were going through the beginning. Let's look at the final 5 games, which will all be at home.
Yeah.
Spurs,
loss.
Mavericks,
win.
Timberwolves,
loss.
Timberwolves again, and then the Suns.
Loss, win.
You got some big dogs in there, potentially. The Spurs and the Wolves, the Suns. We'll see. Probably not going to have a great season. Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm doing here.
I like that though. I mean, by that time,
thank you.
We'll see if those games even matter for the Spurs and Wolves, right? I mean, the Spurs, will they be resting Wemby? Probably not with the
You're
start
breaking down the load management already. What if they're fighting for the 1 seed?
So excited about the NBA, dude.
I know you are. It's so weird, our reversal on basketball and baseball.
I know. I mentioned that
It's
to you.
weird.
It's crazy. You just get giddy. I had no idea how big of a baseball guy you were. I genuinely didn't. You're like the biggest baseball guy there ever was.
Same on hoops, dude.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah. You're Doug McBasketball over here. You know? It's
Wish I could trade I wish I could trade lives with you, man.
They call you Doug McBasketball game. Because it rhymes with Kane.
I hear that. I hear that.
I tried
Yeah.
to stretched it. Syllable.
Baseball Bill.
Yeah, it's alliteration.
Seamhead Bill.
Highest, keep
Do you
going.
like that name? I don't like that.
I didn't like
when
it.
you call baseball fans a seamhead.
No, it's stupid.
You don't do that?
No.
Seamhead?
No.
So no Seamhead Bill?
Saber Matrish Billin. Hi, Bursch.
Well, you mentioned that the Lakers will win both of these games, but the Lakers play the Warriors in Golden State on the first night of the NBA Cup on Friday, October 30th, 9 days after they open the season at home with the Warriors.
I have covered every single NBA Cup. Fun fact, 2 years ago, I had pneumonia. I didn't realize it. And I, what's your oxygen rate? It dropped to like death. I almost, it's not funny. Like I couldn't get out of bed in Vegas for the NBA Cup.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was like the Renaissance.
Wow. You could write a whole book about Vegas stories.
Yeah, dude, I've had some moments. Do you care about the NBA Cup? Do you care if the Lakers win the NBA Cup?
I mean, last year the Knicks won. They won the finals, but I mean, the courts are kind of annoying.
I like the courts.
You do?
Here's my argument for why it's one of the great events in sports history.
Okay. The greatest? Whoa.
Yeah, you ready? It might be the most important. Andrew, we have to cover it. Vegas, live.
I think it's going to take
Vegas
some
with
time.
you, dude, would be...
I spent a year there one night.
What? I'm a sucker for that. That's such a cliche joke, and I just walk right out. I'm like, and then you hit me with the humor.
Let's hit the Vegas, baby.
What's up, Ursh?
Oh, well, a clip of Bob Iger on the Old Man and the Three podcast resurfaced talking about his Clippers fandom.
I am a Clippers fan, having moved from New York to Los Angeles back in 2000, and being a big NBA fan, I needed a team to root for. And in my youth, the Lakers were a big rival of the Knicks, the team that I grew up rooting for. And so I couldn't root for the Lakers very easily. It just was not in my DNA. And so I decided to adopt the Clippers, which was actually a good thing because their seats were a lot cheaper than the Lakers.
Double agent.
That's your theory, right?
I mean, this stuff happens. I get it, but that is a bad clip.
That does not age well for him. I mean, I think for him to say that, he probably was like, he should have that scrub from the internet, right? I mean, but now it's out there. Hopefully he doesn't trade Luka to the Clippers, right? Hopefully that does not happen, but I did not like seeing that at all.
Go after Bob Iger. Get him. Get him, Doug.
Guys, the Lakers tweeted their congratulations to Russell Westbrook after retiring yesterday, saying congrats on a legendary career.
I mean, that's sweet. His time with the Lakers was a low in a series of difficult end of career realities. He was bad here.
It was not a good
And
fit.
miserable.
It also came towards the end of his career, but still, Westbrook's a legend. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. Did not work out with the purple and gold.
I asked you yesterday if he was a legend. You said no.
Didn't
I?
Westbrook he's a top 75
I thought I
player.
asked you if he was
He's
legendary.
Mr. Triple Double.
I might be confusing that with a
I love Russ. He's
subject thing I do.
Russ is he was my favorite player since Kobe at one point.
Yeah, he was also always on time. We are going to preview this Dodgers Brewers series next at DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back into the show. Final hour on this Thursday. DMAC and Reiter presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. That's calldowntown.com. Man, Doug McCain bingo was fun.
Dude.
Were you surprised?
I was shocked. I was surprised.
Did you love it?
I had a great time with it.
You did.
For sure. I thought you guys picked some really good ones. I have eliminated those from my vocabulary, my vernacular.
Yeah.
I am going to the word store tonight. I'm going to buy new words and new phrases for tomorrow, so I won't repeat those ever again. But make no mistake about it. It was a great time.
Make no mistake is did you know that?
Yeah.
I feel like I made a mistake though. I wonder if we should have kept playing to see who got second place.
Ooh.
Yeah.
You're too much of a competitor.
But the thing is, bingo has no skill. It's just pure luck. It's just what words are said.
You can manifest if you focus. The bingo gods will answer.
You think so?
Yeah, and I think you were so locked in, so focused.
I really wanted it.
Yeah, plus you're gonna catch
Bursch
it
was
too.
shaking. Bursch, you were shaking, right? You were nervous, and Sammy too.
It was exhilarating.
It really was.
Don't worry, guys. You're next, Bursch. Sammy, you're gonna be here too, and I can't. Bill Ryder's got to be up next too.
Were you rooting? Were you or Sammy rooting for Kirk Cousins? Because you seemed like you were.
Yeah, I was getting so nervous because at one point you said Kurt Signetti, and I almost hit it.
I did too. I was like.
Yes.
Johnson.
Gosh,
Wow.
why did I say Kirk Cousins? Jeez.
I mean, because you're.
So who finished second? It was Bursch second and Sammy
I
third?
think Sammy was two. I think they were both.
I think
two
Bursch was
away.
close, right?
Bursch, what did you need on Doug McCain bingo?
I needed
Where's the list?
Monstars
just
and
mine, dude.
the Raiders, which you eventually did both of them after I told you that I needed
No, you
them.
got
So
he said the Raiders.
yeah, well, like the
Raiders.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Doug uses two cars in an analogy. Come on, man.
No,
Seriously.
why not?
Honestly, if you look at the Dodgers rotation, it's like a Bugatti, Ferrari, or Porsche.
I mean, it's the thing you do, and I love it. What are some of the ones on yours that we didn't get to, Bursch?
Raise their floor, Louis Vuitton. I was talking to a scout. Waking up in the middle of the night.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Wake up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat, staring at the fan, thinking of Bill Reiter. Wow. Here's a big reason why. Oh, he's a big reason why. It's a good one. Kobe. I like how Kobe's just there, just the name.
I think you said
Wow.
Kobe, didn't you?
Yeah, I believe I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were talking
did.
about the work past due contract. You got the new Kobe bobble that I brought in, by the way. Only
Yeah.
248 in the world. That's 44.
You love that. Yeah.
That's
your
good
love.
times. Come on, man.
All right. Any good ones from Sammy that we did? I mean, I have a lot written down over here, man. Like, I put in AI, and I feel like it didn't generate enough randomness because I had a lot more than it put down.
You know what one I wish was on here?
What?
Soccer boy!
Oh, my. Oh, I shouldn't have done Soccer Boy. Oh, I have exactly. MVPE is on here. 100% with a bullet, Superman, rental car.
Do you got check engine light?
Madison Beer. Oh, I don't have check engine light. That's a good one.
Madison Beer.
When you said arm talent, did that? Because neither of us had arm talent. Bill, did you have arm talent?
Yeah,
on your
arm
board?
talent. That would have been pretty good. I can't believe. I
did-
cannot
that's-
wait
that's
to
a
be a
fail by
completely
me.
brand new person tomorrow.
All-time
I
great.
cannot wait.
Here's the thing. A buck.
I'll keep it a buck.
Yeah.
Sammy needed you to do your Sean McVay impersonation.
Gary.
Oh, yeah.
Gary, I think AD's going to make a decision. We got Ty Simpson out there, Gary.
Oh, so I have slap.
Oh, that would slap.
That's a good one. All right. Can I have my sheet back?
Yeah, I cannot wait. I'm going to put so much time and effort into the Bill Reiter one. So many. We can do it like overnight. We'll do it tomorrow.
You can do it tomorrow. It's fine. What if I just rapid fire expressions?
You could. Yeah, that would be good.
I won't. I'll play nice. I invited our boss Andrew to play. He had no interest.
He put me on blast. He's the one who said that I said that you were annoying in a good way.
He did.
And that
What a day
you get
for
under
that.
my skin. So yeah.
Annoying.
Okay, I gotta get that audio for
annoying
tomorrow.
It gets under my skin.
Yeah,
End quote. And my guy Nick Costos was on there.
We left out the part where I said you were the best in the business.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can tell you're lying.
No, dead. I almost said something else.
Okay. Deathly Hollows. It's
There
a
we
Harry
go.
Potter
There we go.
conversation. Do you think in private when Freddie Freeman is talking about like Roki Sasaki, he's just like, man, this guy's so annoying with this glove. Gets under my skin. He's the best in the business. Do you?
Oh, first of all, you got to look at the tone right there.
Okay.
By the way, I was looking at that I was telling my friends how you don't like Major League, and they were saying
Such a
Major
liar.
League 2, Major League 2.
I love Major League. I haven't seen it. I don't.
You
just
haven't
like
seen it, but you were like, they said you sounded so dismissive when I did my Lou Brown, like, there's a winning streak. Tomorrow it has happened before. And you were like, that sounds so stupid. So that could be one, just Bill Reiter saying, that sounds so stupid.
Okay. Man, you are looking at me very intensely.
Am I? Sorry.
Yeah. I do like it. I should have put it in there. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Doug mentions the chat. Just for next time. The group chat.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. There's one. We'll play it again.
Yeah, that's a good one.
You know what we should do? We should play like Cody Decker or Alex Curry or Brock Vereen. Bingo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm going to make Birch listen the whole 4 hours. But
Yeah.
just give each of us a card.
Okay, that's a great one.
Yeah.
Throw some James Coe in there. Throw some
James Coe.
Some James Coe.
Brother would be on there.
Oh, man. Bro.
It'd be a lot. Wow.
James Coe would crush that.
You're getting
bro.
a little loose.
No.
You're getting a little loose.
Crazy, bro.
You okay?
Yeah.
All right. Team, I like it. Team, man, I hope you don't talk about James Coe on the Odyssey call.
Hey.
Well, you did your partner, Bill Ryder. The new 97 on the fan, the voice of LA Sports, where we do get loose in the 5 o'clock hour these days.
Yeah. It gets a little unhinged. A little off the
unhinged.
rails.
What? All right, let's talk. We can talk about something else. Do you want to talk about this game tonight, or
let's hit it?
Something else. The level that Roki has gotten to, if he pitches like this let's just say that for the remainder of the season, he stays in the starting rotation. I know that requires a few things, but he continues to start, and he has a sub 2 earned run average the entirety of the second half of the season, which he has right now. He has a 1.88 earned run average. He's been lights out. He has a sub 1 whip. I mean, the guy's been basically unhittable. Is there a world where he can earn his way into the postseason starting rotation for this team?
For that to happen, it would definitely require probably some injuries, right? I don't think that you can make the case to have Roki start over Tarek Skubal, Yamamoto. I think you will see what happens with Shohei Ohtani, who's continuing that throwing progression. But you got 4 starters,
what if
4
Glasnow
legitimate
comes back and he's not.
If that's the one I was going to bring up, that if Glasnow comes back and he doesn't look the part, if he doesn't look like he's at 100%, because we know that Blake Snell, he shoved. He absolutely shoved. He was great. He was fantastic.
Oh my God, dude! That's the best performance I think I've seen from a Dodgers pitcher on pure snuff, other than Roki, who I love, since Yamamoto's near perfect game.
Yeah, I think it's a fair call. Just
like,
how dominant he was.
Yes,
and
like jaw hanging, sort of like on the level of how good he looked.
And he looked like all the entire arsenal was in play, right? We see the curveball, you see the slider, you see the manipulating of speed on the changeup. But I think that Roki has a dominant outing tonight, and I'll tell you why. Because one, as you point out, he's trended in the right direction from a velocity standpoint, from a mechanical standpoint. He looks like he's been very consistent lately, where you're not seeing him slip as far as walking guys and falling behind the count. But also, he's got the highest home runs per 9 on the Dodgers as far as home runs allowed. But he's going against a Brewers team that has 100. Yeah.
But not a lot of that's in the first. He was giving up 18 home runs a game in the Phillies.
Yeah, he's been struggling. But tonight, though, he goes against this Brewers team that they've hit 111 home runs all season long. That's 44 fewer home runs than the Dodgers, and the Dodgers are 6th in baseball in home runs. So I think it's a good matchup for Roki. At home, against a team that does not hit a lot of home runs, you're building on that success. Velocity's there. The glove's gigantic. I think this is going to be a big night for Roki. And
in the second half, dude, he struck out 28% of the people that he's faced. He has a whiff rate of 39%. I mean, the guy's stuff has been literally about a third of the time to almost half of the time unhittable.
That's a great way to describe him. That's the thing about Roki. And when Justin Robleski's on his game, when Emmett Sheehan is on his game.
Raiders are up 7-0.
The Raiders!
Kirk Cousins in the Hall of Fame.
Oh, you're watching football on your phone.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Thank you.
I love that. But when Roki's on his game, you can use the word that you just used, unhittable. And that's what makes him so enticing and so intriguing. And that's the thing about Roki. You just don't want him to have those blow-up starts where the confidence becomes an issue. And his confidence is at an all-time high. The stuff is as good as we've ever seen it. I think the things to look for tonight, number one, getting ahead in the count. When Roki is getting strike one, he's a completely different pitcher. And we've seen that through this stretch, and I think that continues to build because when his stuff is right, those secondary pitches, the way it plays off that fastball, that forkball, the movement, it's nasty, and I think Roki's due for another big start. I like the fact that he's the game one starter in this series, right? He's going in the first game of the series to get an opportunity to set the tone. It's not a Yamamoto night, a Snell night. It's not any of those guys. It's an opportunity for Roki Sasaki to kind of send a message to that Brewers team. Hey, you guys might have the best record in the National League, but I'm going to get the job done. And the Dodgers, by the end of this weekend, could have the best record in the National League all of a sudden and possibly the best record in baseball. So it just goes to show how quickly things can change when you string together a few wins like that.
Very exciting. Love watching him pitch. We'll see how he does. Okay, good news. Freddie Freeman in the lineup after that really scary fall in the visitors' dugout last night on a play, on a pop-up in foul territory, obviously, where he just didn't see the dugout coming, and he crashed. And you said this earlier. It looked I think the word you used, DMAC, was harrowing. He was down for a while, right? Like, it was just hard to know what was going on. So it's great that he's in there. The news that I'm very frustrated about, Kyle Tucker on a 7-game sort of stretch of playing really great. He has his scheduled day off Monday. He sits. I know he had a pinch hit in the 6th or 7th inning, drew a walk, and was a part of that sort of Max Muncy bases clearing double that was really critical. But he's 0 for 7 since then. So they sit Kyle Tucker when he's hot, 0 for 7 since then. By the way, 0 for 7 continues his inability to play baseball at Dodger Stadium. It's very, very weird. Mookie Betts, who I have said I was worried is washed, has a weekend where he basically is like MVP level Mookie Betts. I know it's 3 games, but plays amazing. Sitting tonight. I know we've hit this before, but I'm looking at the lineup again. Ohtani, Pages, Edman, Freeman, Teo, Miggy, Kyle Tucker, Kike, Rortvedt. Come on, man. I mean, just the Dodgers. You can veer from your plan when guys like Mookie and Kyle Tucker need a little bit of momentum because your plan wasn't for these guys to play this poorly. So sometimes plans don't go the way that you want. You have to adjust.
Exactly. And that's the thing, too, is you don't have an offense that's firing all cylinders, right? They're clicking to a degree towards the bottom. But you mentioned a guy like Freddie Freeman, who, yes, the offense has been there in clutch situations, but the slug is down. He's just not slugging like he has. In fact, his 472 slug this year, that would be his lowest since 2015. And you know when the last time he hit a home run was?
Oh, my God, no.
July 4th.
Really?
Dude hasn't hit a home run since Independence Day. So, a lot of singles.
Feels like 250 years ago.
Happy birthday. But that's, I think, what you want to see is when Freddie's offense is, as far as a slug component is down, that's when Mookie Betts, that's when Kyle Tucker, that's when you allow those guys to perform because Will Smith is still out. He's trending in the right direction. But yeah, I'm very curious to see how this offense is going to score runs because a lot of their key contributors are either going through slumps or not in the lineup right now.
DMAC and Reiter here on the new 97.1, The Fan, the voice of LA Sports. How important is it to you that the Dodgers play well in this series? Obviously, the Brewers are one of the 2 teams the Dodgers are battling with for 2 spots to give you the bye to avoid, the variance that can happen in a super crazy short series. But as a testing ground for me, they've been really inconsistent. 1 minute the bullpen's bad, the next minute they can't hit, the next minute Kyle Tucker figures it out, then he can't hit it again. Mookie Betts is washed, then he's playing well. They've just been wildly inconsistent. Starting pitching's been pretty good lately, but even Eric Lauer had a bad outing a couple games ago, and Wroblewski looks like he's not the player that he was in the first half of the season. This is the kind of series you would think would bring out the best in a team where there's none of that complacency, where you're not resting on your back-to-back World Series laurels, where you're not sort of like in the dog days of summer. You're playing a Brewers team that has a chip on their shoulder, that has the best record, I think, still right in the National League, that might have been in for Tarek Skubal and didn't go for it, right? There's all that storylines. I'm hoping that this sort of provokes in the Dodgers a little bit of an imitation of what you have to do when you really lock in when the season gets near the end, and that we see the better version of them by way of going, okay, whatever their struggles at times, this team still has that gear when push comes to shove.
Yeah, and it's tough to flip that switch, right? Especially when you're not at 100%. But I do see people out there saying, oh, it doesn't matter. They're just regular season games. And the fact that the Dodgers went 0-6 against the Brewers last year. You even look at it, go back to 1988, right? When they lost 10 of 11 games to the Mets in 1988 and still beat them in the NLCS. You don't have that crossover from regular season struggles against a team, considering when you play them in the postseason. But I think the difference this year is that I look at these seasons, 2024 and 2025 and 2026, I look at them all connected, right? Because of how deep these postseason runs have been, the age of the roster, and losses in August can lead to more games in October. So I do think that today is a reason why.
Sorry to interrupt you. I have some news.
Ooh.
I have information. It can't be true. If it's true, this person is in deep trouble. And I'm being completely serious.
Ooh.
Like, I'm going to be pissed off. Ryan Bershinger.
Yes.
Is it your birthday?
Yes.
No!
What is wrong with you?
Happy birthday
You be nice. I'm not going to be nice.
you. No, like, I want to be me.
You can't not tell it. You're the producer of the radio show. Your job is to give us the information we need. Celebrating you is not doable if you don't tell us it's your birthday, dude.
Go,
That's
Ryan.
crazy.
It's your birthday.
Good job, Sammy.
Get your party on. It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. It's your birthday. It's really funny. Good job, Sammy. What is wrong with you, Ryan?
I didn't want to. This show's about you guys. It's DMAC and Reiter is the name on the show. I don't want to do that.
I have a little birthday story.
Okay.
All right. I'm a little bit of a hypocrite, but not entirely. You had to try out for this. Maybe they just hired you automatically. Did they just go, you're Doug McCain, you're hired? Or do you have to go do tryouts? I do tryouts.
I'm Leo. I don't audition for anything.
Okay. You didn't?
No, I did.
You was 7, I know.
Yeah.
Just kidding. My tryout that I went to, so Andrew Williams called me and said, hey, can you come and can we sort of see what's what? And I did it with some, I did a couple on the same day, if I remember right. It was so awkward because, like, he was there and a guy named Jeff Sotolano, who's a big deal in Odyssey, who I know really well and really like, was there. And it was my birthday on my audition day, so I couldn't figure out whether to tell people. So my play, Ryan, was like, okay, I don't make it weird. So I waited till it was over, and then in the sort of goodbye, I'm like, oh, it's awkward. It's my birthday. Because you have to tell people, dude. You have to tell people. On my tryout day for this job, I told them it was my birthday after I did it. I also didn't want the person I was trying out with to feel, I didn't want to, like, take all the oxygen out of the room, you know? Make it about me. That another person was trying to get a job.
Yeah.
But I shared because I have a heart and a soul, and I'm a human being, Ryan. How could you not tell us it's your birthday?
It's fine. I just didn't want to. I don't know. It just feels weird to like try to bring it up to people.
Is that why you showed up at 1:30 today? I was kidding.
I mean,
it's why
it's like your own personal Super Bowl, right? I mean, this is the day. Here's the thing.
Happy birthday, pal.
Thank you.
Happy birthday, man.
34.
Happy birthday,
Oh, you look
dude.
good, dude.
Yeah.
Thank
Man,
you. Thank you.
all that withholding of important information from your friends and your colleagues is treating well.
I'm notorious for, I will go on trips. I will avoid being in LA when it's my birthday.
Why?
Just because people want to go out, they have to be nice to you. It's kind of like, I don't know, man. It's not that special.
You're a guy that doesn't like attention or people being nice to you.
No, I do. I want them to. I don't want to talk about me in that sense. Like, I'm kind of with Ryan.
You have to say something, dude. You can't hang out with us all day and not tell us it's your birthday.
Now that he kind of does have that birthday glow. Now that he says it, now that we know, I kind of feel it.
You're taking off January 27th? You're going to leave town?
Well, that's typically what I've done, but now for this show, I think I'll probably...
You're locked in?
Yeah.
What are you guys doing tonight, man?
We're going to have dinner at my family's place. There's a great Thai spot in Thousand Oaks that we're going to grab food. Yeah, just hang out.
You should run the bill up, bro. You're not picking, right? There's no way you're picking that bill up.
I'm not.
You should like walk and be like, whatever I ordered, 2 of them to go.
Yeah.
Leave it up here. That's really cool, man. That's really. And so are you and the wife like gonna watch a movie tonight, or like what this morning did you get a cake? Like what's the?
We'll hang out with my family and then we'll celebrate a little more over the weekend.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
I mean, happy birthday from Odyssey. You're taking 5 weeks off.
So yeah, I'm gonna be gone for 2 weeks anyway. So yeah.
2 weeks and change.
Yeah.
Happy birthday, dude.
Oh,
happy birthday, man.
I'm not even sure to say. I'm actually kind of put out here.
The question is, when do we sing the happy birthday? Do we that?
I would have done it. I would have done stuff. I would have come up with a game. I would have thought of something. I would have made the producer like put together like a birthday montage. I mean, it'd be awkward because you'd have to do it, but because I don't really know how technology wise.
Hey, man.
I feel like a bad person.
Another year around the sun, man. You did it. He did it. It's his birthday.
All right. Can you please get a birthday song for the next segment? We'll play it for you. Okay. I hope the Dodgers do a birthday salad and win this game.
Yeah, I know, right?
I'm over
Jeez.
I can't even talk about the Dodgers now. I feel betrayed. I feel betrayed.
I would have preferred to have known.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah. I don't know about you. You guys will learn this about me. I'm a great gift giver.
Really?
Yeah. I'm a great gift giver.
Because you are a gift.
Yeah. No, gift.
No,
gift giver.
Oh, gift
Like
giver.
sending gifts. Yeah. On text messages.
I haven't learned that.
No, I'm a great gift giver too, though. I will get you custom stuff, jerseys. Like I give great gifts. I mean, ask anyone about me.
You're a gift.
So
still works.
This could have worked out in Birch's favor. We could like, I don't know. I'd probably go the Star Wars route, right? I have a
you have a hookup.
Yeah, I have a Kylo Ren. I have a Kylo Ren lightsaber that I haven't used. I could have given to him. I know you probably like that, right? So, yeah, I guess it's not too late.
How did Sammy find out it was your birthday?
There was a comment. I think it was my dad. My dad commented in the chat, which was very nice.
Wait, you didn't even tell Sammy? You just like your dad were in the chat?
Yeah.
Unbelievable. Thank you, Mr. Bershinger, the Bursch Daddy, if you will, for that. Okay.
I would have just got a full blown cake and just popped out of the cake. Sing happy birthday.
I love food. I have a sort of a wide palate. I don't like birthday cake.
Yeah, you're not a fan?
I don't think it tastes good.
Depends. If it's like double chocolate, I'll rock with it.
I don't know.
Do a little cupcake.
A little ice cream birthday cake?
Yeah.
I'll rock an ice cream cake.
Yeah, ice cream cakes go hard.
Oh, yeah. What is the place called? The 38, 39 with all the flavors?
Yeah, Baskin Robbins.
Baskin Robbins. I went Robin Baskin.
There we go.
My brain. All right. Happy birthday to Bursch. Bursch, you call him, this is Bursch Day?
It's his birthday, bro. It's a big day.
Yeah, it's a birthday.
It's a great day.
It's his birthday.
Man, love it. 34?
Here's the other thing.
It's a big one, man. It doesn't look his age. He actually looks older, but no, it looks great, man.
Also, like, if you're a producer of the show, and then when you know it's a birthday, it doesn't just derail the whole show because you bake it in.
Yeah, but if you had told us at the beginning, it would have been like, happy birthday, Bursch. The Dodgers are doomed for the sale of Mark Walter, and Ohtani is going to join the Giants. Like, and so I think that was a selfless act, I think.
Why has Swung a Ball 4 saying Reiter was definitely the rebel that snitched on the rebels hiding at Hoff? What the?
Wow,
something.
Dark side.
something. Why the something?
That's great stuff, man.
Why?
You never see that? It's like, it's Palpatine.
Yeah, no, what's the something?
But what does he say leading up to it?
I don't know.
The dark side is the most important part. Dark side.
Oh my God, I can't wait to play Doug McCain Bingo Part 2. All right.
Bursch Bingo.
It's mailbag time. Get your comments in there if you still want us to address or talk about something. Comment section, YouTube at the Fan LA.
Super chat for Bursch.
At the Fan LA. Super chat for Bursch. Happy birthday to Bursch. We feel betrayed, but it still is Bursch Day, and we love him. We will do the mailbag next on DMAC and Reiter. All right, welcome back to the show. DMAC and Reiter presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, visit calldowntown.com. It is the injury report brought to you by Ozeron Law, the injured worker hotline. Freddie Freeman, as we told you, is in the starting lineup. Dave Roberts said Freeman texted him this morning, a little sore, but good to go. Tyler Glasnow will throw another rehab start tomorrow. I think we said it was 60 pitches, kind of 4 innings pitched was the projected from Katie Woo, DMAC, the sort of projected limit. That's sort of what they were looking to ramp him up to. And we've got a double DMAC apology lined up for you. First of all, Fernando Mendoza looks absolutely incredible.
Relax, calm down.
And you were cutting him from the NFL. You said he was a failure. You said it happy feet. But so far,
come on.
Little third long completion, looking good, collected.
I like what I'm seeing. I will say it. I'm not walking it back.
Don't try that.
I'm not walking. Well, got to write that one down. Don't
You
walk it
called
back.
him Fernando Bumdoza.
Oh no! It's one game.
Secondly,
the composure looks there for sure.
I owe an apology. I was mad at Bursch for not telling us his birthday.
No way you're going to put this on me.
We have
no
some,
way.
Hold on, we have some.
Breaking.
Turns out that last week, I have it in my calendar because you told me when your birthday was, and I wrote it down. And then Bursch was in here in the break, and I asked when Bursch's birthday was. And somebody walked in and distracted me. But Bursch said to you, my birthday is August 13th. And you said, cool, that's next week. What the hell is wrong with you?
So I'm to blame for not knowing that it was Bursch's birthday?
Correct.
How?
Because he told you it was his birthday last week. This week, he said in a week's my birthday.
Yeah, that's...
And you said, wow, that's next week. It's your birthday.
But did you say the specific date, Bursch?
Yes.
Did you say August 13th?
Yeah. Or I might have said next Thursday.
So
that's the thing. The next Thursday thing threw me off. I need numbers. I need dates. I need specifics.
Let's play the song that we should have played earlier if it weren't for Doug.
Wow. Hello to the bad guy. To you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Ryan.
D-Mac screwed it up.
Hey.
Whoa.
No. Happy birthday to you. Look, birthdays are overrated. Come on, we all have one. What's so special about them?
Clearly, you think Bursch's birthday's overrated.
Oh, great. It's like a participation trophy for existing. Who cares? No, obviously, that's a great day. Happy birthday, Bursch. You're the best producer in the world, man.
Birthday coverage and baseball coverage on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA Sports, is presented by Xfinity. Score the most reliable Wi-Fi. One price, 5 years, guaranteed. Xfinity, imagine that. Bursch, I am sorry that I would. Who came? Do you know who interrupted us?
It might have been somebody from sales. I don't remember who exactly.
They're also to blame because I would have remembered.
Oh, I remember now in the garden room.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I'm a jerk.
We know.
I'm a bad person. I am to blame. I apologize. Happy birthday.
On the same day that he forgot it was your birthday, he told a collection of Odyssey bigwigs that I'm annoying on a conference call.
This is not a good day for me.
It's a what are you doing sandwich day.
This is not a good day. I'm the bad guy.
Yeah.
Jeez.
And we celebrated your loquaciousness with Doug McCain bingo.
I'll show myself
You didn't deserve it.
So when's Sammy's birthday?
Oh, yeah, Sammy, let's get on the calendar.
So my birthday is on March
3rd.
March 3rd.
Sammy.
3-3.
See what I'm doing here? I'm putting the calendar. Because I care. I put Sammy birthday exclamation point. Let me put in parentheses, don't trust Doug. Don't rely on Doug. Got it.
Goodness.
Unbelievable, man. All right. You're hilarious.
You know what? I do remember now, specifically.
Bursch came in the break and was like, yeah, okay, oh, shucks. I told you, and you were like, cool, that's next week. We'll celebrate it. I'll remember.
Man, I feel like the villain here.
That's because you are.
Villain adjacent.
You ready for...
I mean,
not adjacent.
Deep down, I'm a good person, I promise.
I think you're a great person.
August 13th. I'll never forget.
January 27th.
Yep.
Okay.
February 31st.
Yesterday, you gave out Keanu Reeves' address. Today, you insulted me at a company bigwig meeting, and then That's
crazy.
You did.
What if people didn't hear the beginning of the show?
Oh, people don't know that Doug was on a big shot meeting because he's a big shot, and there was a Zoom thing with a bunch of bigwigs, and then he said, one of my good friends was on there, and he said, My co-host is annoying. He gets under my skin.
They asked me, when do you think you produce the best content? I said, when I'm working with Bill Reiter, who is the best in the business, in the radio world.
We're going to get the video. We're going to get the tape.
We are.
Can you save this for what he just said? We're going to compare it. We're just exactly going to cut what he said, and we're going to play what he said.
And I said, he gets under my skin and annoying. What was the definition for annoying we got earlier? It was actually a positive thing.
Yeah, something you really love that still bothers you.
Yeah.
I wrote in all caps on my little thing here. Look, there's nothing on here. You read this?
Something that gets, okay.
Doug New.
So
I wouldn't
Ouch.
forget. Happy birthday, Bursch. Mailbag time. Daniel Ariola writes, Mookie Betts heating up in the last 8 games is small potato stuff. It's something, but let's hope he stays consistent the rest of the season. Yeah, I don't think we're anointing him the return of Mookie Betts, but he has, is this fair? He's been offensively, before this season, he's been a disaster. Offensively.
Based on his standards, I'll say yes.
Yeah, right.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
We don't need him to be Mookie Betts from several years ago. I think we just, what would you take? What would you take weighted runs
created plus?
Weighted runs created plus.
So just, look, I mean,
110?
100's league average. He's about, I think, 94, 95, so he's been 5-6% below league average this year offensively. Throughout his career, he's been someone that's been 20, 30, 40% above league average. So at this point, based on the really good defense, if he was a if he was 20% above league average,
120,
he'd be a $300 million player still.
You explaining that stat was a bingo thing.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Okay. No, that's a good one. I'm not sure if anyone had it though. Hey, I didn't put it on there.
It's a solid one, yeah.
It's a good one, right?
First of all, you're Mr. Baseball. You would love that stat. You're all about it.
I love that stat.
Yeah.
So you would take 1 to
120. Well, I think you would 120. I'd be doing cartwheels.
I was gonna say 110.
110. I would take 110.
Yeah, I would too.
110 with really good defense. I'll be doing cartwheels down 1,000 Vin Scully Avenue for that.
So Daniel, we hear you. We're not saying that he's there. We're not anointing him. We're not afraid to be critical, unlike most of the other places that talk Dodgers in this town. But what we are saying is we're hoping that 3-game series against Kansas City unlocks something. And Mookie said himself, we played this earlier, that he hasn't felt right. Just something's been off. He hasn't felt like himself. If he can just be a 110 weighted runs created plus between now and the end of the season.
Let's give him a 3-week goal. How about that? A 3-week goal.
Okay.
That's really good for
Do you want to mark that down on the calendar?
I'll mark.
Or am I doing it?
You can do it. Where's my pen that I chewed
I'm
up?
the calendar guy.
There's a pen right there.
Are you a pen chewer?
No, well, I think.
All right. 1, 2. That will be
the start of the Royals series, right? The start of the Royals series.
I'll be gone, so I'm going to do it when I get back. Okay, from we're working Labor Day, right?
Yep.
Mookie wins.
So we just want 10% above league average offensively. Right now, Mookie Betts, for the course of his season, has been a below average offensive bat throughout his career.
Got it.
He's been well above league average. So trying
to
give you, I know, we're some baseball nerds over here, but we're trying to teach the masses, right? Like what to look for.
I like
true ball knowers.
BL Boyd says a $60 million player should never have to grow into anything. He is obviously referencing Kyle Tucker. He's not wrong.
That's fair.
But that's where we are.
That's fair. That's fair. We're kind of trying to take these baby steps with him, and it feels like he has turned the corner a little bit, at least after the All-Star break. Before last night, I text you this. You accused me of hating Shohei Ohtani. Before last night, Kyle Tucker and Shohei Ohtani had the same amount of home runs after the All-Star break with 4. Now Shohei has 5 to Tucker's 4.
You do hate Shohei Ohtani. That is a hateful. I'm looking for the thing. That is a hateful thing to put in there. To compare
That's
Shohei
ridiculous.
Ohtani, to compare Shohei Ohtani.
That's not what I'm doing. Strawman. That's not what I'm doing.
You're loose, and I like it.
No, that's not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is trying to put things into context, into perspective. That yes, Kyle Tucker's offense hasn't been good. A lot of guys have struggled, but should we maybe this is something we could do tomorrow? Is goals for these struggling players for the remainder of the season?
Bursch, can you say that? That's a really. I can do it too. It's your birthday. I got it. Don't worry about it. I got it. No, I'm doing it. It's your birthday. It's first day. I have a question about that. Is home runs the only hit in baseball? Because I don't know anything about baseball. Are there other hits, or is that the only hit?
There's about 3 other ones you can do.
I was just checking in terms of maybe you're doing the old strawman argument. We're just gonna do it, huh? We're just gonna go all the way. It's fine.
You're nuts, dude.
I know. That was a great idea. What are we doing tomorrow? Goals, rest of way for Dodgers.
It's pretty. Yeah, we could do like Will Smith and Glass now. Excited.
My goal is for you to tell the truth about Mookie Betts. That was even I was
wow.
like,
Wow.
Might be over the line.
Let me ask you a question. What goes when you want Mookie to have success, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So when he's at the plate, you're like, hit a home run, Mookie.
Yeah.
So it's not okay. All right.
Yeah, no, I do.
Yeah, and you know what's annoying is we don't get annoying. I hate that word. What's annoying is we don't get to see him tonight. And I think it kind of goes back to what we were saying. It would be great. Maybe we'll see him in a pinch hit situation later in the game.
Look, people don't like to be criticized. I get it. And now we live in a time where, because of social media, everyone thinks that if you're critical, you're a hater, because people are often hateful and critical for no reason. But our job is to be honest about things like the Dodgers. And the honest take, I think, and I don't, this is like me saying that LeBron was mercenary like going to Philly. I'm just stunned that people think this is debatable.
Yeah.
Mookie Betts has not been good offensively. It's been problematic. He's not been great. And there's a wash conversation that I think the way you put it earlier in the year is right. It's washed alert. It's a washed watch.
And I just looked up. I got a number for you that will support that. They will support that.
Okay.
We gave Miguel Rojas' numbers versus lefties earlier. They're really good. Mookie this year versus Southpaws.
Yeah.
104 at-bats. He's hitting 202 with a 606 OPS. He's been awful against lefties. I think it makes sense what Dave did now, kind of looking. I mean,
there's the Mendoza line, and then there's the Mookie line this year.
The Mookie line, that's pain.
We're spending too much time together because you are getting really loose on the radio, and I am forgetting there's a clock. Yeah, that's on me. I need to watch it. So we'll do some more of these mailbag questions on the other side, and we'll give you the DMAC and Reiter Hero of the Day, and we'll see whether or not DMAC wants to apologize to Bursch on his birthday next on DMAC and Reiter. Into the show, DMAC and Reiter, presented by DTLA Law Group on the new 97.1 The Fan, the voice of LA sports. Accident or injury, text injury help to 40222. That's injury help to 40222. What are you doing over there, pal?
Oh no, you're kind of messed up, man.
What do I do?
You're just messed up. Like Ryan Bershinger is the greatest producer ever. You didn't even tweet anything about him. I already tweeted out happy birthday to the greatest producer in the world.
Yeah, do you know why that is? I don't tell people I love them through social media. I told Ryan in the break. I walked in there and let him know.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was over here cooking a tweet.
Remember when I told you to do something? It was human interaction.
Show him your love with social media love, baby.
No, I show him real love.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, did you write through your post?
You know, I seen that photo that you put out there, the three of us?
Yeah.
I see a birthday boy. I see somebody that cares about him. And I see you.
Wow. I see someone who's dedicated to the success of the show. I see two people, three people.
Yep, and you. Happy birthday, Bursch. Have people before told you happy birthday?
Yeah. Shout out Iowa Sam. He's done that to me plenty of times.
Okay.
Great.
Yeah,
so I just patented that during the break for no reason.
Yeah.
I tried to copyright that.
You did.
Jeez. Well,
you know, you should copyright kindness to Bursch, D-Mac and Reiter. Why are we?
I'll be ready for next year.
Why are we getting so loose in the last hours?
Does it feel that way?
Yeah. It
Oh
does.
man, I'm gonna tighten up.
Bursch,
then.
are we off the rails a little bit?
A tad, but you know what? It's fine. That's fine.
Spain, baby. The new 97 on the Fan, the voice of LA sports. It's where you're because you're going there.
Yep.
I just pulled a muscle in my neck.
Yeah, I think tomorrow
I think I did.
at 8:50, I'm going to LAX. I'm going to be at LAX. I'm taking a plane to Spain, baby.
You're gonna love it, man.
Yeah, it's your city, bro. What do we call it? Bill Salona, right? That's your spot.
I mean,
you're the mayor.
You're funny. You want me to read you a little bit from this mailbag?
Oh, let's hit that.
But by the way, we have a hero. You know, you're my hero today,
Dude. Let's make Ryan the hero, dude.
Well, I would have if we'd known it was his birthday. So you basically are telling Oral Hershiser to shut his face. I'm just asking.
In a sense.
Pick one. Okay.
Yeah.
You're saying not Oral.
So would we have the list? Do we have the?
Yeah. Oral Hershiser won.
He won?
You were trying to relegate him from the walk of fame to the walk of shame.
The walk of shame.
Happy birthday, Bursch, and Oral Hershiser. Happy walk of fame star day. You can both be heroes of the day.
There you go, double.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Thank you. Thank you.
Whoever stops Hotez from challenging for the second, which I find very funny. It's like a hero. What's that? I need a hero. You know that song?
I need a hero.
I'm looking for a hero.
I'm looking for a hero.
Dude, what is Paz doing? Never challenge again. Dude, I saw you. I jumped out of my seat.
Yeah, that was frustrating. You kind of burned my a-hole of the week, by the way. He was the contender for me. Special,
No,
but
you can still do
No,
that.
it's burned. It's burned.
No, it's not.
Yeah. Okay.
Why would it be burned? I'm the decider. Ooh, you're lucky that we can't win it.
What do you mean?
I mean, we made a rule that you and I cannot be a-hole of the week.
Oh, because I'd be
winners.
that for
I mean,
saying the annoying thing, for forgetting the birthday. It's a bad. People have good and bad days. It's a bad day.
You're great.
Okay.
Every day around you is a great day, pal. You know what I'm saying? What's my birthday?
February 32nd.
I've told you 7 times.
February 26th.
Oh, that's good.
Oh, yeah, I got it?
Yeah,
Give me a cheer.
Yeah, you did. That was actually pretty good.
Okay, let's go. February
You know what?
26th.
Everything's forgiven. Birthdays, baby!
Birthdays!
Is Mighty One says if Ohtani leaves, he won't make the same cash from Japan outside LA. Facts. This goes back to our earlier conversation that there's a report that the key man clause he has in his contract, which reportedly includes Walter and of course Friedman, that he plans not to trigger it. Yes. I don't know, man. I think he'd make a lot. Not that he would ever go there. He'd make a lot of money at the Giants.
The Giants, it's a big market. I think they could absolutely make a strong case that if he was in San Francisco, that you're probably not going to get $100+ million, but you probably get 80.
You've been around Ohtani and the Japanese media. You've been to Japan covering the Dodgers. You are the guy on this. If he went to a Chicago or he went to a New York City, he went to like a major market not on the West Coast, is there going to be a dip in interest from the Japanese media?
No,
Right.
not at all. Not at all. Absolutely not. I mean, I would probably estimate about 70% of the Japanese media that's at the games is there specifically to cover Shohei Ohtani. Like, there could be something going. It could be like Freddie Freeman walk-off, and they're focused on Shohei in the dugout. Like, it's that concentrated.
It's not the same thing, but in my LeBron years, I've got to know a lot of guys from China, because NBA is huge in China, who are basically they're NBA writers or TV people for Chinese media in the States, but they're wherever LeBron is. And I remember one guy, when LeBron went to Cleveland back, was like, oh my God, I have to move to Cleveland. So he told me, like, I got to move to Cleveland, Bill. I'm like, sorry, dude.
Yeah,
you know,
right.
from
You got to
Miami.
cover them.
This one's interesting. Galactic Honey, XO. I'm just reading what's in the thing, okay? Doug is married? Question mark, question mark, question mark. Broken heart emoji, crying emoji.
Oh, hey.
Yes, he is.
I am, yeah.
Her name is Jean, and it was part of Doug McCain Bingo.
That was, yeah.
Yeah.
Jean actually likes it. If you Google who is Doug McCain, the second one is wife. It's like, who is Doug McCain's wife?
She likes that?
I don't know why she does. It's kind of weird.
Ismighty says, still waiting for DMAC to apologize to Jeff Passan. Well, we're waiting for a lot of apologies from DMAC. Get in line, Jeff Passan. We got Milwaukee. We've got Bursch. We've got me. We've got Galactic Honey, who's upset that you're taking.
Look, I would like to say sorry to absolutely no one.
Spain, baby! Yeah.
To that point, though, I would just want to mention something about the Shohei Ohtani and the sponsorship stuff.
Yeah.
Is that there was, I forgot where I read this, but like basically we're saying that the Daiso, who's a big sponsor for the Dodgers, was already dipping into sponsoring the Lakers. So you had already started to see some of those crossover sponsorships from the Dodgers to the Lakers stuff. So it'll be interesting to see if that continues.
I think the answer is no.
Yeah.
Because don't you think probably they would have had some situation where there's like rights to Ohtani or sort of an appearance or bobblehead or whatever it will look like?
They were already incorporating Shohei in some of the Lakers content. So that's a great, for sure.
Yeah. That's, again, just reinforcing, you will not be able to convince me this was something Mark Walter wanted to do, period.
100%. I refuse to believe it.
Yeah. It was not, I'll make $2.5 billion. That's not what it was.
Yep.
We're still waiting to see, if there's anything nefarious. And nefarious can also be consequences for the allegations that have led to a federal investigation into him, right? It can be nefarious on his side if the allegations are true, or on the other side. And then secondly, when we have some clarity on that, even if we don't, how does it impact the Dodgers, if at all? These are really important. We've speculated, but they're really important questions.
Oh, yeah. Obviously, you don't want anything bad to come out of this, but I have to admit, as far as just stories that have come out in the last decade,
I want to know, dude.
This is the one that I just absolutely juicy. By the way, so you made me look bad on this picture because you have a belt on. The first comment to my picture with Bursch is, do I need to buy you a belt? Yes, please buy me a belt.
Well, there's a lot of people that go beltless. Like a lot of
I need a belt, dude.
You look great. You could use a belt.
And that felt like sarcasm, dude. That's
no, you look great, but in that angle,
it's not the angle.
I'm a belt guy.
Yeah, that's a pretty aggressive tuck by me.
No, you are everything good. It's DMAC and Reiter. Happy birthday to Ryan Bershinger. Thank you to Sammy for getting us that information. We forgive you, Doug. Thank you for listening. We'll see you back here tomorrow for a Friday edition of DMAC and Reiter.